Hello everyone, sup everyone, this is Draco back yet again with some football stuff really. Today's all going to be about Manchester United. Let me just check the sounds, everything seems alright. Today's gonna be about 7-8 hours worth of straight stream. It is one of the biggest days in football, especially if you're a United fan. We are gonna be talking about, let me just double check my sound. I keep seeing there we go. We are going to be talking about everything related to Manchester United. It's going to be a lot of breaking news. Things have already happened, things been popping off. I've had to do 2 videos on my channel in the space of about 30 minutes. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go live streaming, right? So it's no gaming, nothing of that. It's going to be transfer deadline, breaking news, everything related to Manchester United. I can see a lot of people have joined in from YouTube. Thank you so much everyone for joining in. I really do appreciate it. I don't normally do live streaming on my Draco Evolve Get the YouTube channel, which is my Manchester United football channel, right? But today I thought, you know what, might just go for it. Go in and get your thoughts in, and we're just gonna be chilling, watching some breaking news, going through Twitter feeds, Sky Sports, BBC Sports, Red Cafe forums, the whole shebang. But first up, welcome. I bid you welcome. I haven't done any of these live streams. I refuse to do live streams on my Draco Evolve channel because it's not my business model. My business model is to do highlights and, you know, unedited, you know, stuff. But today is an exception. We're going to be talking about Jadon Sancho. We're going to be talking about Ousmane Dembele, Adama Traore, Telles, Cavani. Who else? There's a lot of shit happening around at United. A lot of panic buys. Everything's everywhere. But big shout out to a few people that's joined in. Marco Silva, thank you so much for joining in. Says I love your videos. I really do appreciate it. The text hopefully should be coming up on the screen. If not, I'm screwed. Wait, hang on. I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So my Twitch description is in the pinned comment section. So if you're a Twitch viewer, if you prefer that, there's a bit more features on Twitch that you can interact with. Do feel free to join in. And subscribe. Oh, Robert, Jesus Christ! Thank you so much for the subs. Rob subscribing on Twitch for a month. Really appreciate that. I don't know why it didn't come up. Let me just double check that for you. I haven't streamed for weeks because baby situation and everything. As we're speaking, the baby is right behind us, obviously. But the camera's facing away, so I can get on and do some stuff. I will be taking regular breaks throughout my 7-8 hours worth of stream, you can say. But on to some news. Let me just double check. Yeah, on to some news. Straight off the bat, Manchester United have signed a winger, a right winger. It's not who you think it is. I'm gonna read you out this article. I have done a video on him already, and we get some thoughts in as well from you guys. Take it from there. Dave Adex, thank you so much for joining in. Really appreciate that you joined in. Thank you so much. Good work. He says good work. Thank you. But Amad Traore, I keep mentioning him as Adam Traore. It's not Adam Traore, although I'll take Adam Traore right now, right? But I'm just going to read you out this article from BBC. Manchester United are in talks to sign Atalanta winger Amad Traore. United have been monitoring Traore, who's 18 years of age, for the best part of 3 years as he came through the ranks at the Italian club. Again, I'm going to read this out, then we're going to have a bit of a discussion and my thoughts and comments. And you know me, guys. I don't give a fuck if my YouTube this video gets demonetized, whatever. I have no filter. You know, I don't hold back. So if you are joining in and if you are under the age of 18, you can leave right now. I'll say it straight away. If you're over the 18 and okay with the foul language, it's a lot of gonna happen. You know, things like fuck with Woodward, fuck the Glazers, that sort of thing. Yeah. The Ivorian scored on his Serie A debut in October 2019, has made 3 substitute appearances in Italy's top flight. If United are successful in agreeing a deal for Traore, it is expected that the player will stay with Atalanta until January. Traore has not featured this season at all. Fuck me, man. All right, so here's the deal, right? Fabrizio Romano and a lot of outlets have tweeted out earlier on. I've done a video around it as well, that Manchester United have signed, or in the process of signing, Amad Traore, right? He's 18 years of age. I've never fucking heard of him. I'm not sure if you guys, I don't think anybody has. And apparently United have been scouting him for the last 3 years. Let's read this again, yeah? United have been monitoring Traore, 18, for the past 3 years as he came through the ranks at the Italian club. So if you have been monitoring him and you've got the cash, why wait till deadline day to sign this guy? Like, You should have done that ages ago, right? It's a sim. It reeks of shitness from me, right? Another thing is, he's featured what 23 minutes for the first team. 23 minutes at the age of 18, and apparently his coach has said he's like a Lionel Messi, blah blah blah, the usual crap. We'll get through all of that. We've got a long stream today. We're going to be doing a lot of breaking news, transfer deadline breaking news at the same time as well. But we've signed him, and he's not even signed right now. He's not even signed to come in the club right now. That's like nothing kind of I don't know, I'm just laughing to myself. Nothing kind of surprises me with this fucking club anymore, right? We're signing someone who's 30 million plus add-ons, by the way, and he's not going to be joining Manchester United. Apparently, we've been scouting him for the past 3 years, so he's like a talent and we want him. So you're telling me we've scouting him since he was the age of 15. I call that bluff, right? So he's been signed. It's not official yet, but a lot of credible sources are kind of coming out and confirming it, and I will be kind of discussing that anyway in the video. I'm not sure if the YouTube stuff is coming out, but I'll read out some of the chats on YouTube. It should be coming up on your screen. I don't know why. Let me just actually say hi. It should come up actually. Hi on YouTube, right? On the YouTube side, it should come up. But going back to Amad Traore, I was gonna say Amad Traore, but he's clearly a panic buy, right? I as much as I hate to say it, right? There you go, my Draco Evolve YouTube. Yeah, it's working, guys. So you guys can all see the chat from the YouTube and Twitch channels respectively. I'll get back to some of the chat, but let me finish off this with this guy, right? He has been scouted for the past 3 years, £30 million plus add-ons or fees or whatever you want to call it, and he's been signed on deadline day, pretty much signed on deadline day. He doesn't come into Manchester United until January of 2021, which doesn't make sense. For me, personally, this is a panic buy, right? I have no idea. I have zero idea in terms of this player. I'm sure a lot of you guys have never heard of this guy, and to be going out to spending £30 million on him, 30 million euros is a lot of money. It's a lot of crappy money, right? So I have no idea. Again, we'll come and discuss with him a lot. I'm just gonna go through some of the chat. Dan from Twitch, thank you so much for joining in. He says Manchester United need to sign a defender. Wasn't mine laughable yesterday? Yes. So let's not talk about yesterday. Yesterday was one of the worst days in Manchester United. Like literally, it's been that bad. In terms of signing a defender, yes, I believe we do need to sign a defender. However, this board is so shit in dealing with transfer windows. They are clueless. They are running the club down in the ground. I highly doubt we're going to sign a defender. At the moment, we've got what? Phil Jones, Chris Smalling, which we've got a transfer updates on. Harry Maguire. Hold on. What's that noise? It's something. Harry Maguire, Eric Bailly and Lindelof. Eric Bailly, Lindelof and Harry Maguire are the only players that is potentially going to start for the club. Phil Jones, I don't know where he's gone, and it's 100% definitely that he's not going to be playing for the club. I hope he's not going to be playing for the club. Chris Smalling is pushing for a transfer out. We'll go through some of the Twitter feeds and some of the reports that I've been going through to do my YouTube videos on Manchester United, so you guys can see it live finally on what I'm going to do. I forgot to put my heart rate monitor on, which I will do in very soon, but we'll come back to all that. We got a long stream today, guys. You know, if you want to hang around, chill about, go for it. It's going to be 7-8 hours solid up until the transfer window shuts, so you're going to be seeing live sort of breaking news on whoever Manchester United sign, etc, etc. We're going to be doing a lot of discussions around it, right? Emlyn plays, thank you so much for joining in. Hope you're well. Edward, thank you again so much for joining in. He says Sancho update, and did mine assign Cavani and Telles. Cavani and Telles are due to fly in today. I believe they are having the medical very soon, if not have already are in Carrington right now. Again, we go through all the pictures, etc, etc. But in terms of Sancho update, it looks like it's not happening. I hate to be the guy. I hate to be the guy. I was very optimistic up until the last sort of day before yesterday. Then I had really huge doubts coming into my head from yesterday onwards. And today there's no talk of Jadon Sancho, no updates. A lot of multiple reports are coming out saying that it's dead in the water. It's not gonna happen. And United are kind of signing, they signed this winger. Apparently it's supposed to be the right winger that we crave, and someone called Pelesinic or whatever, which we'll go through. And also there is a huge sort of momentum going towards Ousmane Dembele. So Ousmane Dembele is potentially going to be our right winger. And I do genuinely believe that United had the 70 to 80 and 90 million pound that they had ready for Jadon Sancho, which Dortmund have rejected because they want 108 million pound on nothing, are now being spent on options CDEs, right? I am pretty fucking damn sure that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, when he gave the list, he didn't have Dembele as option 1 or even option 2. I'm fucking damn sure he didn't have Amad Traore as an option D. It was either Jadon Sancho or nobody. And it seems like the club now is going through bit by bit, going bottom to all the options, and Dembele has popped up. Now with Dembele, the latest transfer update on Dembele, and let me just sort out my camera because it keeps trying to focus on me too much. I forgot to turn off the focus actually. I'll do that so right now, and I'll take some of your questions. But I'm just gonna ask you a question straight away. Would you guys let me know on the comments as well, guys? Would you guys are you guys gonna be happy with Dembele coming in instead of Jadon Sancho? Do let me know while I sort this out. There we go. Autofocus and all that crap. Off, apply. Okay, you should be able to see my beautiful face properly now. Okay, properly now. Make sure you smash the like on the video if you are watching from YouTube. This is my first live stream, a long live stream on transfer activity in a very long time on my YouTube channel. I do a lot of videos, and I do appreciate everyone supporting and, you know, watching my videos. It really does go a long way. It's a small channel, but it's a fan opinion channel, and that's the most important thing for me, right? It's a no filter channel as well, so you know. It is a no filter channel, 18 plus rated. Just gonna go through some of the questions popping off. Dan from Twitch. I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. My Twitch name is in the description below, in the comments below, so do go and check it out if you want best of both worlds. So you can stick around here. Dortmund Man U needed the director of football when Jose was a Man U manager. He wanted a director of football at Man U. We'll come back to that. Who is Traore? Edward says, fuck knows, mate. Nobody knows. Amad Traore just came out of the blue today. And I did a video, breaking news video, about a few hours ago. As soon as he was broken, he just came out, and just like everybody was like, who the hell is that? Two of the most in terms of Amad Traore, and we'll get to all these other news in a bit because we got a long day today. In terms of Amad Traore, right? First of all, I never heard of him, and then I was reading up on the article, and credible sources are coming out and saying he's 30 million euros. 30 fucking million euros. Like, fucking hell, like 30 million euros for a winger we've never heard of. I guarantee you, Edward would have never heard of Ousmane Dembele. Forget Amad Traore, right? And they're just going around dropping money, right? His wages and everything haven't come out right. Yeah. So to answer your question, Edward, who is Amad Traore? He plays for Bruges. No, he doesn't play. He plays for Atalanta. So going back into Atalanta, right? Atalanta have a renowned youth system. They have the best youth system in Italy, and he is part of the youth product. That is a bit of positivity. I think another winger in their club went to Juventus at the same time as well, as 45 million euros, and we've got him for 30 million euros, but he doesn't come in until January. So that is a bit of positivity, but I think we're starting to see a lot of Jadon Sancho money being spent on other areas. You're looking at Amad Traore, who's signed for 30 million euros. You look at, I think Telles money was already separate, so forget Telles money. And you're looking at some winger called, I'm going to go to the forum actually, so I'll know exactly what his name is. I can't pronounce his name actually. Where is he? Yeah, Facunda Pelestri, who's been signed for what, £7 million. Or, you know, he's another winger on the right side, Uruguayan. And these are for the problem is these are for the future, right? But where are all the players that United signed 3-4 seasons ago? The youth signing, the stars, where are they? Have they disappeared? I know some of them went out on loan after years, like James Garner, Tai Chong, Angel Gomez. But where's the other players that's supposed to be coming through that we spent similar amount, not £30 million worth, but we spent a lot of amount coming through? That's my question, right? And that's not to do with the board. That is not to do with the board. So just you know, everyone just be quiet. It's not to do with the board. It's to do with the coaching staff, right? You've signed 2-3 seasons ago about this project, and you've signed all these youth players coming in, you know, from Ajax around the world. None of them have featured for United in last season at all. I have never seen any of them come in from the benches or featured in the bench. So are they not good enough? Or if they are good enough, is the coaching of United are not good enough, which I will get to in a bit. I think they're not good enough. And suddenly we're signing more youngsters, 16, 17 and 18 year olds right now for a lot of money, and I don't understand. Like, he's clearly not going to be coming in to take the starting 11 at United. You know, I hope he does. But Amad Traore is not going to be that type of player that will set a light. You look at Ronaldo coming in at the age of 17. He was a bit of a freak. You know, there's a difference between Ronaldo and him. Ronaldo was a bit of a freak. I don't think Amad Traore is going to be like a Ronaldo type coming in the right wing. He's a left-footed player, by the way, playing on the right wing. Hence why a right winger signed, right? Dan says, and as always, guys, you know, we're going to talk about not just Manchester United transfer news. You know, a lot of transfers are happening today. We will touch upon everything as we go along. Do keep me updated, guys, because sometimes breaking news happen and I'm talking away and nothing kind of, you know, just nothing. I kind of get lost in words, right? So Dan says from Twitch, Liverpool are rumoured to have Dembele as well from Barcelona. Liverpool are after Argentine keeper from Spurs, according to rumours. I haven't heard the rumour from in regards to Dembele to Liverpool, but I wouldn't be surprised at this moment. So Joseph, thank you so much for joining into the chat. I really appreciate you joining in. Joseph says, what's going on? Anyone besides Traore? Right, so Amad Traore seems to be confirmed deal. We're not going to really count Cavani and Telles on deadline day because they've been confirmed long back, so they're not really new signings, you can say. But thing around Ousmane Dembele, Joseph says he's supposed to be like Messi. Well, let me tell you something, mate. His coach came out and said he's supposed to be like Messi, right? He's getting £25 million for this player. You know, he needs to push through the deal. There's a lot of money coming out for this 18-year-old for a club, Atalanta, who's probably not financially the biggest club in the world. He's going to try to sell his player. If he was like Messi, right, we would have known about him years back. Like, look at this guy, an 18-year-old from Atalanta. He's ripping it apart. He's like Messi, but we're suddenly hearing about him today. Where was he all these years? His coach is, I think, just trying to sell the vision. He might be a good player. I hope I'm wrong. I hope he's come in and lights up the Premier League and smashes it for United on the right side. I swear to God, I hope. But it stinks of Ed Woodward panic buy. It stinks of United panic buy that we couldn't get Jadon Sancho because we were too stubborn. We thought that Dortmund will kind of like bend over and sell him to us on the last day or the last 24 hours. It hasn't happened, and now the money's being spent left, right, center, everywhere else to kind of patch the gaps. And for me, that is not gonna be the case. That is not gonna be the case. You cannot patch the gap. You know, there's so much shit you can throw at the wall and hope one of them will stick, right? Cavani, I'll get to Cavani and Telles in a bit, but it's probably not fair on Amad Traore to come in knowing that he can play in the right wing and we need a right winger, and for him to come in and the expectation of him kind of going the right wing and perform because we need a right winger. It's not fair on the kid. It's simple as that. But then again, I look back and think, you fucking overspent here again. The culture price is 30 million euros plus add-ons. Like 30 million euros plus add-ons, which is around, what, 25 million pound? I'm not sure. Fuck. We'll come at, which is around 25 million pound plus add-ons for a relatively player that we've never heard of. Again, it can be a big surprise. Joseph says, we're a joke. He's supposed to be like Messi. He only played 25 minutes. Yes, exactly. So if he was supposed to be like Messi, 24 minutes according to the article. So if he's supposed to be like Messi, right, at a club like Atalanta, right, no disrespect to Atalanta, would you be playing him a lot more than just 24 minutes? At least a 90-minute, maybe a one game 90-minute throughout the whole season. But he's played the whole of 24 minutes, right? We're gonna look at his stats actually. Amad Traore. I look at the PNG because, you know, my YouTube thumbnail stuff. Stats, right? Let's have a look at his stats, right? Let's see exactly what is all about. So he's 18 years of age. He just turned 18, right? So obviously this season, let's not count this season, but let's show. Gaming Amoradillo, thank you so much for joining in. Hello, mate. Hope you're well. A lot of forget that's not it. That's the one. I'm gonna move over to live actually, so it's a bigger screen so you guys can see it. There we go. So he's played last season. He's played 27 games in total. However, these are in the youth setup, right? He played 3 games in Serie A, scoring 1 goal. But in that 3 games, he's literally played 24 minutes, as you can see. So 24 minutes in 3 games. So he made loads of substitute appearances. If we go down here, where can I see? Yeah, there you go. So he's against Parma. He's made 6 minutes appearance. Juventus, he made a 5-minute appearance. A little bit of cameo appearance against Udinese, where he played 30 minutes. He scored 1 goal. They will run out 7-1 winners. So he's had a bit part. I'm gonna leave this up, by the way. He's had a bit part play game, and it's just been all over the place. I've never heard of him. I'm just gonna go through the chat. A lot of things are happening. YouTube is just flying off. Actually, let me just catch up, guys. Like, should Edward say should Maina assign a midfielder to play with Pogba? We've already signed a midfielder, no? Donny van der Beek is signed. We will go through that Pogba situation. He said he's the best young taken in Italy. Where did you hear that, Joseph? I haven't actually read about that. I know he's one of the rising stars. Well, I've only found that about that in recent hours, really. But where did you hear that? If you want to tell me, I can look it up for you, and, you know, show it up on the screen. Gaming Armadillo, Theo Walcott is signing for Southampton. Damn! I did not know that. Does he even play football still? Let me see. Naeem. Oh, Naeem, my guy Naeem. Thank you. Big shout out to Naeem. You know, he's been quite active in my YouTube videos as well. And we've had a few discussions. Really appreciate you dropping in. He says, how would you rate our transfer business up till now? So, Telles, Cavani, and Donny van der Beek, right? I'm happy with Van der Beek because we need quality and depth in midfield. Fair play. I'm very happy with Telles as well. Out of 10, I will say 4 out of 10. The reason why I say it's 4 out of 10 is because, let me just switch the transition actually. The reason I say 4 out of 10 is because we need a centre back is a priority. I've said that in last season in my match previews and reviews. If you guys watch it, I said it. We need a centre back, and lo and behold, everyone's saying this. Pretty much a lot of people are saying the same thing now. We need a fucking centre back, right? We haven't signed a centre back. We need a right winger since 1980s, and we still haven't signed a right winger. We signed big part right winger, left, right. These right wingers don't count, right? Jadon Sancho was going to be the one improving our defense. And I also mentioned that we need a CDM, a proper ball winner that will allow the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Pogba to push forward and play their game. Pogba does not do shit in the deep lying playing position, right? He's better offensively up front. That's why he played his trade with Juventus, and in the first, I think, few months where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer come in, he played the attacking position and he's been phenomenal. I forgot about his stats, but it was in double figures in wound up stats. So that's Pogba right there. Matic is a decent player, but I don't believe Matic is Matic is mobile enough to bite around, and we need a biter in the midfield, someone who can bite and then do passes. Matic can do passing, but I don't think he's a biter. He's not mobile enough to move around, which means that someone like Bruno Fernandes and Pogba, which they have to kind of come back and kind of help out the midfield. And the shit show centre backs that we have, my god, even if you have 3 CDMs, I don't think, you know, even they'll do well because of the shit show. Every time the ball goes past or 30 yards from our goal, there seems to be a goal coming, right? Our defense is all over the place. So a 4 out of 10 to answer your question. So let me just go through some of the chats. Samuel Caruso says, "Lol 6-1." Yes, it's been a shit show. It's been a really bad game yesterday. What team do you support? Theos, Rob says, "Love that screen transition, bro." Big shout out to Rob. He's actually subscribed to me on Twitch. Unfortunately, for some reason, he hasn't come up on my feed, nor the October sub goal. So I'll fix that. But thank you so much, Rob. He's one of my good friends, by the way, Rob. Lynn says, "I love you, bro." But thank you so much. 31 years of age, Theo Walcott. I think he's honestly think that the most young players work hard to get that shirt, then lose the fire and drive after they get about 200k. And that's it. That's it, Rob. That's exactly what your nail. It's like nowadays, these 16, 17, 18-year-olds with the social media, big contracts, big agents, they think they made it. They think they made it, and they haven't. They haven't. And that's what United are doing now. Cavani's agent, right? Let me go back to the money part. Cavani's agent in March came out and said, you can search it up, that Cavani will only sign for Manchester United if they offer him a lot of money. What's happened now? Suddenly he signed for us, and there's reports coming out last night that he wants to play. He was so desperate that he wanted to play for United against Spurs, and some reports are coming out that as soon as PSG were drawn, he wanted to play against them because he had a thing to prove against them after the way he left. Bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit. It's money. Money talks. He's 33 years of age. You know, no clubs have signed him since he went on free transfer, right? He's been sitting on his ass. Nobody wants to sign him, and there's a reason nobody wants to fucking sign him, because he's shit. He's past it. And him sitting there, you know, getting a call from his agent and saying, oh, I'm gonna get offered around 10 million euros, and you're gonna get this much money to play out for Manchester United. Fair play to him. He's like, yeah, I'll take it. You know, what would you guys wouldn't do that? It would do the same thing, right? It's as simple as that. But he plays in the same side as Pogba, Donny van de Beek, yes, and that's where I think Pogba should be dropped. He's been a shit show. He's had a bad games. He should be dropped. And Donny van de Beek has been, as painful as it sounds to me, because I love Bruno Fernandes. Donny van de Beek, in the 3 games that he's played, he's been our best midfielder, and he hasn't got a start. And that goes back to Oli yesterday as well in the game, right? At halftime, he brought on Fred and McTominay, when our best midfielder in the past 3 games, whenever he played, you know, assist and goals, he sat on the bench. And it baffles me. It's like I'm sitting there thinking, fucking hell. Like, it absolutely baffles me that we have our best midfielder, in performance-wise, still on the bench, and we need goals desperately. We were what 3-1 down, and we need goals. And who do we bring in? Fred and McTominay. Like, I think but Joseph says, I think 4 might be high. 4 might be high. Oh, what I'm gonna ask you guys that question. What would you guys rate this window, right? What would you guys rate this window so far? We're gonna go through the Twitter feed live and see what's breaking. Harbo, can you tell me the confirmed player sign? Now the confirmed player sign is we're looking at Amad Traore. If you're gonna count Alex Telles and Cavani, they're pretty much signed, although they're not kind of holding up the shirt or anything yet, but it's pretty much a done deal. Those are the confirmed, it seems, so far. There's rumors coming out that Dembele might be a possibility as well coming in. You know, we'll get through the Dembele situation in a bit. Goldbridge going mad, British. Mate, I love Goldbridge. Like, I love his shows. I do watch a lot of him, so he's a funny character. I agree, when getting the best out of Pogba matches is too slow. Exactly, mate. And to be honest with you, if we play like the way, say Bayern Munich, do they play with an actual CDM? They play with Thiago and what's this guy? I forgot his name. In the one who bulked up. They're not CDMs. They're not specialized biters, but the fact that they have a system that they play with, they're good at retaining position and pressuring, that they can get away with playing 2 in the midfield. Arguably, right, Paul Pogba and Bruno Fernandes, technical wise, are 2 of the best midfielders in the world. Yet we struggle. I do believe that we need a 3rd midfielder, and I think Donny van de Beek. I want to see Paul Pogba, Donny van de Beek, and Bruno Fernandes in the same lineup. Now, whether we go diamond or whether we go 4-3-3, I don't care. But I want to see them in the same lineup, and I think we will see them eventually in the same lineup. Or maybe even Pogba being dropped. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Van de Beek should have started, honestly, just to see him play. Thank you so much, Jude McCarthy, for joining in and getting involved. Really appreciate that. And I agree. Van de Beek, at the very least, should have come on in the 45th minute instead of one of those Fred and McTominay. And it baffles me. What has he to do to get a starting berth? He's been our best midfielder this season so far. We played like 3-4 games. Every time he came on, he looked lively. He got goals and assists. Yet we have someone like Paul Pogba who's having a shit show. And he's constantly starting, and I think that's where Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has things wrong. He hasn't got the balls. He hasn't got the balls to drop some of these players. His substitutions are a disaster. There are substitutions he makes on the 80th minute, 85th minute. It doesn't make fucking sense. Naim says Goretzka, that's the one. Goretzka is actually one of the players I used to always buy in Football Manager back in the days. But yeah, Goretzka is not a hard-winning, hard-ball sort of CDM. But if he fits the system, they have a system, they have a style of play. That's what United are lacking. Don't turn around and say United have a style of play. Don't fucking kid yourself that United have a style of play, right? Ole's been here for 2.5 years, almost 2 years, sorry. All I've seen is counter-attacking football, and his results against the top 6 has been good. We do not have a pattern of play. Look at Arteta, what he's done in Arsenal. There is a pattern of play. Bielsa at Leeds, pattern of play. Who's Ancelotti at Everton, pattern of play. Rodgers at Leicester, pattern of play. Yeah, Ole has been here 2 years, and we've seen glimpses of what he's trying to do. But it's 2 years, and these guys have been in the job for much less. There is something wrong in the coaching setup, which we'll get to throughout today's show as well. Robbie from Twitch says, Alex Ferguson is an old boy and never let the board make the club that he bred to success about money. He was the most passionate manager to leave, in my opinion. Yes, he's highly regarded by many people, the best manager in football ever. He's built squads over a few generations. I would love to have Ferguson in the managerial position at the moment, because he had balls. You look at David Beckham, kicked him out of the club. I was even complaining at that time, like, why the fuck David Beckham, why would you sell David Beckham? But then he went and signed Ronaldo, and the rest is history, right? Ruud van Nistelrooy, kicked him out of the club. He takes zero shits. Roy Keane, the captain, kicked him out of the club. And I think the fear factor at Old Trafford is not there. He kicked Paul Pogba out of the club, he was not having it. But the fear factor is not there at United, right? Bruno Fernandes never got taken off. Got taken off last night against Spurs, right? And he wasn't even on he didn't come out of the tunnel. I reckon he's kind of had a go at players in the dressing room, and he's got taken off. He's the one that showed passion. He's the one that showed balls to say to some of the players in there that you fucking up, your shit. And he's been taken off and suddenly disappeared. Whereas someone like Paul Pogba was having a disaster game. He's still on the field. Something must have gone off at the background there we don't know about, but that's my take on it. Let me know your thoughts, guys. How many players have United signed so far? Alex Telles, Donny van der Beek, and Cavani are pretty much confirmed. Amad Traore looks like it's going to be done deal as well, so I can say 4. Fernandes Sam seemed weird, apparently quite noisy during halftime. Yes, exactly. That's what I just echoed there. Naim, you're on the same boat as well, buddy. Get the Leeds manager, Joseph says. Oh, yes, and at least we'll get some style of play. There's some tactical, but the thing with... I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, right, and I'll be right back. But when we're back, I want you guys to think about, will having a new manager come in solve our problems that we have now, right? Have a think about it, guys. We'll have a bit of a discussion and go through some more breaking transfer news as the hours go by. I'm here for 7-8 hours. Let's go. All right, be right back. Sorry guys, just there we go. We're back. Sorry about that. Obviously the baby's at the back and nappy change and whatnot. You might hear a few noises around, but I did ask a question in terms of his coaching. Would it make sense to get rid of Oli, and what would happen to the next coach? But a few responses I've been reading, obviously. James says no, having a new coach will not solve our problems. Fair play to you. New manager, Naim says new manager will not change anything. New owners who care for the betterment of the club certainly will. And that's the nail on the head. That's the nail on the head in terms of new owners. Our owners are leeches, and they just kind of destroying the club from within. And there's some serious shit going on in the background that we are not aware of, from contracts being offered to players that we cannot now sell off because they're too high apparently. In terms of wages, to some of the transfer dealings, to some of the transfer fees, agent fees, not supporting managers. We've seen it. Right, let's go to Ousmane Dembele. The latest around Ousmane Dembele. I'm just gonna go to Twitter. Got a notification, obviously, because I'm that famous. So let's go to Fabrizio Romano. Right, for those of you who don't know me, who do not know Fabrizio Romano is, right. Before I get into chat, Fabrizio Romano, and I've got my heart rate monitor set up now so you guys can see as I get worked up and kind of pumping a little bit in terms of the transfer news. But Fabrizio Romano's tweets are goldmine because he only tweets when there's something pretty much confirmed, and he's one of the most reliable journalists out there. A lot of people do kind of see him as an outlet to go to and get their information, legit information from. But he obviously 4 hours ago he mentioned this about Amad Traore will join Manchester United on next January. Here we go. Deal, that's his famous words. Here we go. Deal agreed right now with Atlanta, but the young talent will arrive on 2021 because of work permit and passport timing, as you know. 30 million euros in add-ons. Just a minute ago, so this is live breaking news if you're joining the channel. Live breaking news is Alex Telles is a new Manchester United player, contract signed until June 2024 plus option until 2025, and announcement on the next few hours. Obviously when they get announced, the pictures, whatever that's coming up, we are gonna be doing it live. We're gonna be going through it live and sort of reacting to the whole thing live, so hang in there guys. In terms of Ousmane Dembele, right, so I'm not gonna go through everything. There's a lot of obviously talks not just about United, but a lot of other news, but few quotes someone switch out, like this one. He says Dembele did not train with Barca today. This is as of 1 hour ago, guys. He's open to Manchester United. Talks on between MUFC and Barca, but still no agreement. Now Manchester United are considering to pay loan fee plus covering full salary. Barca want permanent deal. Watford refused approach on loan. So latest around Ousmane Dembele, and I'm going to read out a tweet that's just popped off about a minute ago. Let me just find it for you guys. Wait, there we go. So Ronald Koeman, who's the Barca coach, we want Memphis Depay at Barcelona and he wants to join Barca too. Dembele deal with Manchester United is key to complete the agreement. Barca and Lyon deal 25 million euros plus add-ons for Depay is almost ready to be signed. So Barca do want Depay coming in. However, they cannot sign Depay without offloading another player, and Dembele seems to be the player that they are willing to offload. There were rumors going around that Dembele was not interested in coming to United, and that Paul Pogba has spoken to him and kind of convinced him to come, and United are seeking a loan deal. However, Barca wants some sort of money in there. United are willing to cover his wages. We have no idea how much his wages are, but it's going to be in and around 150k plus, in my opinion. Because remember, a few years ago, Barcelona signed Ousmane Dembele for 100 million euros. And we'll talk about, you know what, let's make this segment about Ousmane Dembele. We'll talk a bit about Ousmane Dembele. So a few years ago, when he was at there we go. And when he was at Barcelona, right? When he was at Dortmund, he was one of the best talents in world football. A lot of clubs were after him, and there's a reason why United have and Barcelona have ended up. Let me just go through the stats. Has ended up paying over 100 million euros to get his services, right? When did he sign? I just need to go through the season that he spent with Dortmund before Barcelona signed him. 18, 19. Show. I have no idea. When did they sign him? Jesus Christ. It's not popping off. It's not popping off. Anyway, let's just go through last. But yeah, he was one of the most highly rated talents in world football. He can play on the left, he can play on the right. He's both-footed. He didn't have that much injury problem, right? He did not have many injury problem at Dortmund while he was playing. However, as soon as he moved to Barcelona, his hamstring started playing up. He's had patches of games where runs that he's had a good games, to be frank. There was a lot of hope on him, that him coming in and, you know, setting up the world alight. But Barca's transfer dealings in recent seasons has been atrocious, as we all know that. Now, Dembele has picked up a hamstring injury. Dembele, we know that he's an explosive player. He relies heavily on his pace and his unpredictability, moving left and right, because he can use both his feet. Having a hamstring at an early age has literally destroyed his career at Barcelona. It's literally destroyed his career at Barcelona, right? And before I come back to some of your comments, guys, just hold on a second. But there are things where you look back and think, and reports coming out that as soon as he's remotely fit for Barcelona put him out straight away and he gets injured again. That could be the case. It could be the Barcelona medical system is poor, you know, much like ours really, because we had long-term injuries, you know, from most of our key players across the season anyway. But a pre-Barcelona Dembele is a devil, is a demon, is a monster, right? I have come to accept over the last 24 hours that most likely we're not going to get Jadon Sancho, and Dembele looks to be the best right-wing option that we will sign, and I have come to accept that. However, I have my doubts, you know, I have my doubts in terms of his injury record. Last thing we want is someone to come in, right, and then get injured after a few days or a few matches, and he's out for God knows how many months, right? Looking at his injury record, you can see the red marks over here. That's atrocious. I'm not going to bother counting that. You guys can count it if you guys want. But he's had muscle injury, obviously red card, torn muscle bundle, hamstring injury. His recent ones were every game he's had a hamstring injury. In the last 5 games he played for Barcelona, 4 of them he had a hamstring injury, and he knocked him out for a few days or a week or 2, or a long-term injury, right? And that's what baffles me a little bit. That's what concerns me a little bit. I guess you can say that signing him on a loan deal is a non-risk, because you're not paying money for him, you're just borrowing him. If things don't work out, you can ship him back, right? However, what does that do with our wage structure now that the latest reports are coming out that let me show you that United are willing to pay his where is it? I forgot where it's it. Damn it. Anyway, United are willing to pay there we go, is covering his full salary. I don't know his full salary. If any of you guys know his full salary, do let me know in the comments section below, guys, or get chatting live. But what does that do with our wage structure? Cavani's coming in, and he's pretty much going to be at least about 150k plus for sure. And again, you're looking at, we haven't learned from the past Falcao's, the Di Maria's, Sancho, big wages, big brands, big signing, big stars, came in, huge flop. In fact, they messed up the club. You know, there was a lot of rumblings in the club about wage structure and players are not being happy, and we've tried this, we've tried that route before and it hasn't worked. And this whole thing about United saying that we're building for the future, this is going to be a new page in the book and we have learned from our past, we fucking haven't. We haven't. We're signing Cavani, who's past it, right? Now again, he might be an Ibrahimovic type, which I'll be happy with, but there is a more chance that he might not be, because Ibrahimovic is a different mentality player. He's a different elite mentality player. Only a few people in the world have that mentality, right? He came to Manchester United in his last season at PSG, played what, 50 games and scored 51 goals. There's a huge difference between Ibrahimovic and someone who's big part player Cavani in PSG, barely featured, you know, always on the bench, injured, and got let go of on a free transfer, and has been a free agent since. Right, United have not fucking learned from their lessons, right? Like, you got Cavani, who's potentially injury prone. He's not going to be ready to start. He hasn't trained for how many months? Half a year he hasn't trained for. You think he's going to be ready to go in the Premier League at the age of 33 in 2 weeks' time when we play, I don't know who we're playing next, whatever team we're playing next, which we'll go through the fixtures, by the way. You think you fucking think we're gonna do well on that? It doesn't make sense. And now we're going gung ho on Ousmane Dembele, who's a huge challenge. He's young, who's huge talent on a loan deal, but he's been injured most of his career at Barcelona. Look at his stats, guys. Look at his stats. 9 games the whole of last season. He spent more time in the hospital bed than in the bench. You know, forget the starting 11 in the hospital bed than in the fucking bench. And we're going gung ho on him, willing to pay his full wages. He can solve our right wing, left wing, position. And it's not as if like he's gonna come in and we've got the best medical staff that we can fix him. No, we've got equally as bad medical staff as Barcelona has. Look at the injuries, big long-term injuries of Marcus Rashford in recent years. Phil Jones, Eric Bailly, Anthony Martial, Paul Pogba. I mean, last season, how long had Paul Pogba been out for? He only came back in January, right? And you look at, okay, so what's the medical staff doing? You know, it's not just the player fitness, it's also the backroom staff. Let me go through some of the comments before we talk more about Ousmane Dembele. Robert, he says, definitely think Man United need a new manager, someone with balls to tell the board what it is. Look, I do understand your comment, but last time somebody did that, Mourinho, he got the sack, and that's what happened. Van Gaal did that. The problem with the board is the managers are giving them these players, the names of players, but board giving them shit. Like it's like you open up a box of Quality Street and you expect sneakers to be in there, but you end up with a Mars bar. Like what the fuck is that about? Like here you go. Here's a box of Quality Street or whatever. You got a lot of sweets and a variety of sweets in there, and you open it up and it's full of Mars. Like, I hate Mars, and I'm sure a lot of Mars bars fans out there would hate me for saying that, but Mars is shit. That's how it is at United. That's exactly how it is at United in terms of transfer dealings, right? The club, when they're out of the top 4, they're willing to spend, they sack the manager, and it's just been a cycle. We've seen that over the years, right? But as soon as we're in the Champions League, we need players to kind of elevate us and kind of take us to the next level, and these are the players that the coach needs, then we end up getting this. Like Jadon Sancho, we've been chasing him for months, sorry, not years. He's pretty much out of the block now. I haven't checked any tweets, but he's pretty much out. He's gone. He's dead in the water. Then we get, okay, forget Jadon Sancho. Here you go. Here's Ousmane Dembele and Ahmad Traore, but you can get him in January. Doesn't make sense. Like, we wanted Haaland in the January, never got him. Here's Igalo. You spent 30 million, it's almost 30 million euros on Ahmad Traore, and you let Jude Bellingham go for 25 million pound to Dortmund. It doesn't fucking make sense. My heart rate's going up, actually. Jesus Christ. What you think of Graham Souness's comments after the game yesterday about Eric Lamela, which saw anti-Martial beings? I agreed with Graham Souness. He's anti-United. We all know that. But what Graham Souness has said is, if Lamela was sent off, if Martial was sent off, Lamela should have been sent off. And look where he is now, more successful. Jose Mourinho, he's not more successful, but he's getting a brand of football coming in now where he's showing a lot more success. He's an experienced coach. He's a winner. Ollie's not a winner. He's never been, never managed a club as big as United. It never has. He's a PE teacher, unfortunately. I was Ollie out, by the way, just so you know. I'm going to make this clear. I was Ollie out last August, and I still am. I'm not going to flip-flop despite the results, because I can see the coaching staff needs a big overhaul. There is no plan B. His substitutions, his lineup, I can guess it. You can guess it. Anyone can guess his starting 11. And it's sad. It's sad. Imagine scouting and a scout coming and saying, "I've got reports on the United team," and the manager will say, "You know what? Fuck you, report. I know exactly what 11 he's picking. He's gonna pick this player, this player, this player. We're gonna play like this." Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, before the match yesterday, he talked about Son, right? And if you guys been following me on my tweet, I said from get-go that Son will play. He will play. There is no injury. It's Jose's mind game. Then Ole Gunnar came out and said that, we know Son's gonna play and we're gonna mark him, or we trained around him in around that mode. What happened in the first 15 minutes? Son ripped us apart. What number should Dembele be in? Definitely not number 7. I think I'll lose my shit if it's number 7, mate. What do you guys think? Who do you think should be the Manchester United manager, not Oli? Sack Glazers and Woodward. Unfortunately, I will love it to happen. I think that it's money making machine for them. They don't give a shit about football. They don't even know who Ousmane Dembele is. They don't even know who Ousmane Dembele is. They only know about Jadon Sancho because, you know, he's been talked about a lot. Otherwise, I guarantee you, a few years ago they'll be like, who the fuck is Jadon Sancho? Jay, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining in. Big shout out to Jay. We've had a lot of chats back and forth. We've had a few differences, obviously, but it's about opinion, guys. And Jay is very clued on about football, and I agreed a lot about his comments and disagreed a lot about his comments. But big shout out to Jay. Thank you for joining in. I don't normally do live streams, as you guys know, but today I thought, you know, transfer deadline day, let's go for it. But I'm just going to go through the comments before going in through some of the tweets. Jose didn't confront on it. He thought he was having a meeting with Ed discussion, but instead he was summarily fired. Yes, but before that, I think he created the environment. You know, he was kind of like indirectly going off on the press about the board. That has pretty much sealed the deal. I think the toxic environment that Jose, I'm a season ticket holder and I was there in some of the games that Jose Mourinho played. Just a just a heads up, guys, for those who are joining in. I do have a baby just behind me. He's only a few weeks old, and hence why I haven't kind of live streamed in a long time. So he's kind of like chilling back, getting changed, and I'm running back and forth for his nappy changes. So you might hear some baby noise at the back. He'll probably cry when he hears Dembele anyway signing for United. I've actually bought him a United kit with the number 7 at the back with his name, hoping that it's going to be Jadon Sancho. I swear to God, if we give Dembele the number 7 and he's got the number 7, I'm ripping that shirt apart. I'm not putting that shirt on him. Call me harsh, but I'm fair. Harsh but fair. That's the motto. Sign centre back or bye Ollie. I don't think we're gonna sign a centre back, mate. You know, centre back does, based on the last few games, centre back is needed, but I don't think we'll sign centre back. Leon, thank you so much for joining in, buddy. Hope you're well. If you're going to sign him on loan and pay his full salary, why not just sign him already? This foolishness in the panic buy. And I agree with you. I don't think we should sign him. That would be a worse backlash. But I wouldn't be surprised that United, come the 11th hour, we're going to sign him. We're going to sign him. I'm just going through all the chats, by the way, guys. It is a panic buy. Everything that's happened today so far with Amad Traore and some other players, like from under 23 players, Ousmane Dembele coming out. Oh, he doesn't like Ousmane Dembele coming out. It's all reeks of panic buy, right? Go get Saint Maxim United board now. Rachel, thank you so much for joining into the stream. She says go get Saint Maxim. You know what, any players at the moment on the right side aside from an injury prone will do us good, I think, because Jadon Sancho is not happening. I'm just gonna sort out the baby quickly and I'll be right back in literally like a 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes. I'm just gonna check on him. You know, I don't want him to get screaming. I think because I started talking about Dembele and he's throwing a bit of a fit. But I'll come back with your comments and we go through some of the tweets as well. Be right back. Right, I'm back. So the baby, bit of a change, food, whatever you wanna call it. But anyway, let's go through some of your comments before we move on to some latest breaking news of transfer news. We're gonna go through some of the tweets that's happening. Let's put on Alex. That's a nice picture, actually. I've just seen that. Right. So, Daniel, what's happening, bro? Nice to see you. Looks like you're making a decent signing. Telles and Cavani, though. Let's see what happens. 6-1. Yes, it was. Yes. Don't remind. Stop reminding. Daniel's an Arsenal fan. Stop reminding us of the scoreline. Yes, Telles is a good signing. I think if he wasn't at if his contract wasn't expiring, I think it's going to be much more expensive than that. Jay says Pogba didn't come back in Jan. He developed a new element, and Fred, McTominay and Bruno manned the midfield. Pogba came back after. There you go. I can't remember if Pogba actually played last season. Partey to Arsenal. What a signing that is, right? Let's talk about Partey. Partey would have been a good signing to have, right? I love Partey. I love him as a player as well. He's a proper biter in the midfield. And I think Arsenal got him for how much? 45 million euros, if I'm correct? Pretty much. No, they haven't confirmed it, but pretty much got him, right? Leon says, why didn't buy Sancho, but the panic buy will eventually reach the mind that we should have paid for him eventually. This is crazy. I think what's happening is Sancho is not coming 100%. I'm pretty much 100% it's not coming, and all the money that's been kind of set aside for Sancho is now being spent to players like Ahmad Traore. 30 million euros on him. I have no idea who that is. A lot of you I guarantee a lot of you would not have heard of him until today. You know, I play a lot of Football Manager, and I should know these wonder kids. Nope. And that's almost 30 million euros gone on him. It's like you have to. It's like United have to spend that money for the sake of spending money, and that's what happened with Jose Mourinho's. I think Fred, £50 million, just came in for the sake of it. He didn't get any of his targets, and here's a bit of a Mars bar in the tin box of Quality Street when I really wanted sneakers. That's Fred. Just for those of you joining in, I am streaming. After a long time, I am streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so the chats on the bottom left of your corner should be popping up so you guys can see who's chatting where. I thought I'll do a big 6-7 hour stream today on the transfer deadline day. We're gonna go through loads of things, breaking news, etc. We'll go through some of the forums, what other people are saying, have a bit of a laugh and chat about it. It's just a chill sort of stream, you know. You can chill, talk about United, talk about other things, talk about transfer news, look at Sky Sports, BBC, look at Twitter. We're just gonna go through Twitter in a bit after I go through the comments. Bossy FM, big shout out to Bossy FM for joining in. Hope you're well. It's been a while, mate. So excited, gonna be a party in London. Bossy FM is an Arsenal fan, unfortunately, and I'm glad that you are happy today. I'm glad that you are happy. I'm not glad for Arsenal, but I'm glad that you are happy. Partey is a great signing. Robbie says that's what I mean. He's doing better for his team now. Jay says, I agree on Son. Joseph School's on key to be take about respect to you. Jay sings, thank you so much for joining in. Really appreciate it. And a person who's got a lot of knowledge around United as well. Really appreciate that, mate, for joining in. And yeah, Son got schooled. Son schooled Joseph. Joseph schooled. I got my Joseph schooled Ollie with Son. But it says, congrats on Leon Nipper, mate. Cool to put United shirt on him. It's a him, and unfortunately, I was looking for his number 7 shirt. I'll get it up on stream because I've got a long stream anyway. So you know, it's just chilling and chatting, no gaming today. I'll be back on the live stream on gaming from Wednesday. My new streaming timetable on Twitch, guys, is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It kind of allows me at 5 p.m. GMT, by the way. It kind of allows me to spend some time with the baby as well as stream, and then go to gym and have work, all these things, you know, rather than streaming 5 days a week. It just doesn't work for me anymore. So I've had a lot of thought thinking about it the last couple of weeks when the baby came. I kind of figured out a timetable, like, you know what, if I do it at 5 p.m, can I do it for a few hours there, 3 days, so it's like 4 days I'm free and doing other things. So yeah, I miss Ferguson. I think a lot of us do. Don't throw away the shirt. Send it to me, Leon Berg. Unless you're 2 weeks old, or I think it's the shirt side is 0 to 3 months. Unless you're 0 to 3 months, and I'll be very surprised that you're talking at that age. I'll be more than happy to send it to you. 100%. You made my heart rate go up, by the way. It's 103. We should sign De Jong in the midfield. De Jong is my favorite midfielder. I always sign him in Football Manager. Unfortunately, it's not Football Manager, and unfortunately, United board are stupid. They're not going to spend money on midfield. I think De Jong would now cost so much unless Barca decide to get rid of him, which they are planning to kind of do a clear up, but I don't think De Jong is one of them. Go bro, baby more important than transfer tamasha. Yes bhai, yes bhai, it is. Don't worry, my wife's now on the baby duty. She was kind of trying to feed him and change his nappy, and he doesn't like getting changed, and I think he doesn't like listening to Ousmane Dembele's name as well, so he's now gone to the living room, so I'll be dropping in and out of him. Read your Twitch comments as well. Yes, I am, don't worry mate, I'm just going through it one by one, because I'll show you what I've got so you guys know. I've got this chat, so it's like I'm going through it one by one, and there's a lot of people on YouTube at the moment, in and out. I'm just kind of going through it one by one and reading through it as we go. Hey man, sorry I said hi and then left me so like yes Nido, welcome bro. For those of you joining in, Bossy FM and Nido, big shout out to them. They do a lot of well, Nido does a lot of gaming content, Pokemon, Splatoon, Switch stuff, great Switch stuff. If you're into that stuff, go and check out his channel. Bossy FM, as you know by the name, he's a football manager player, gamer. He does a lot of good challenges, some challenges I don't even dream of doing because too difficult, and it's both are fantastic people, which is the most important thing for me, so do go and check them out. Unfortunately none of them support United. Yeah, I've gone to 4 days. Good for you, man. Yeah. Mane will get Dembele on loan. Is that being confirmed? Like, right, let's go through some of the tweets, right? Breaking news. Let's go. Then I'll go back to some chats. There we go. Alex Telles will be the 8th Brazilian. I do listen to United Report a lot. They kind of digest it for me, and they're good. They do some good shit. But anyway, he's Everton are holding. Oh, okay. So 2 minutes ago, breaking news. Right, look. So it's an outgoing news, and I think we heard about that a few hours ago. That Everton are waiting for Sergio Romero. But this is according to Di Marzio that Everton are holding talks over Sergio Romero. The last time I heard is in regards to Sergio Romero is that he's going out on loan. But United want to... I hope he goes, because there is no space for him. We got David De Gea on 300k plus a week. We got Dean Henderson close to what, 100k? Don't quote me on it, close to that. I wish I can open up FM Manager and see that. And we got Sergio Romero, who's around 70 to 80k. That's 3 keepers, almost £500,000 a week. And you look at some of the transfer contract negotiations that the clubs are doing, offering big contracts to these type of players. They're in a bit of a shit show, and we got 3 keepers. Sergio Romero is arguably last season and before last season as well the second best reserve keeper in the world football. Don't at me, right? Love this guy, but obviously Dean Henderson's pushing for a place, and he's a young talented keeper. He's coming through, and eventually I think he'll take over David De Gea at this rate. And where does that leave with Sergio Romero? We still got Lee Granton in the club, so we have 3 keepers who will certainly Dean Henderson, and well, not certainly, for sure 3 of those keepers will probably start for 60 to 70% of the Premier League size anyway. In the case of David De Gea, probably 80-90% of the clubs in the Premier League. You cannot keep 3 keepers happy at that wage. So it makes sense for Sergio Romero to leave Manchester United, whether it's loan or permanent. And going back to loan, it goes back to the Manchester United board, right? They offered players these wages, right? High wages. And now it's difficult for them to leave the club because no other clubs are willing to pay the transfer fee, and as well as the wages, the high wages. Hence why the loan deals are coming out left, right, center. Andres Pereira is one of them. There's still haggling around Chris Smalling, which I hope something will happen. I think he needs to go from the club. Sergio Romero, 80k. If it was less than that, we would have probably sold him and got money out of him. But because it's 80k, it has to be a loan, and probably will probably cover some of his wages because of that. And that goes back to the attitude and the stupidity of the fucking board, right? It's mind fucking boggling, right? But anyway, let's go through some of the reports. Again, guys, we're going to be going through the whole day until 11 p.m. UK time. I am going to be streaming, just chatting, chilling. Transfer deadline day. Let's see who we can sign during those times. If you're new to my YouTube channel, I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch. If you're new to my YouTube channel, my Draco Evolve YouTube channel is all about Manchester United. I do match reviews, previews, transfer news, speculation, breaking news, and transfer deadline is actually my first ever. This is my first ever transfer deadline live stream. I don't do live streams on transfer deadline. I do videos afterwards. I thought I'll give you a try. On my Twitch side, I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, variety of games, mainly Football Manager because I love football, and I do manage Manchester United, and I'm doing a better job there. I think I should be the Manchester United coach there, or the manager. Right. 70 minutes ago, Barcelona are now open to a loan deal for Ousmane Dembele with no obligation to buy. A deal for Dembele looks more likely than one for Ismail Sarr. We'll get to Ismail Sarr actually. But going back to Dembele, now some reports are coming out. I don't know how reliable that is, but it's back and forth. One way or another, we're going to get Dembele, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. One way or the other, we are going to get Dembele. And now Barcelona's kind of bending over, initially their stance was, according to reports, that they want United to take Dembele on loan, but they have to buy him at the end of next season. But United don't want that, but instead they want to give him pay his full wages. But now it seems like Barcelona are lowering their standards, you can say, with no obligation to buy. So it's basically borrowing Dembele. We don't have to buy him. If he works out a disaster, it's not a loss, but if he's a good player, then it might cost us. You never know. That's the latest coming out from some reports around Dembele. Alex Telles, blows off the news around Alex Telles. He's officially a signed contract player, June 2024, with an option of an extra year. We'll go through Alex Telles' stats and Ismail Sarr. In fact, let's go to Alex Telles' stats right now, so some of you guys know what we are actually signing. I do understand a lot of people are probably not kind of heard about him that much. I haven't that much. But he's a left back. He played 3 games already this season. You can see scoring 2 goals and 2 assists. That's from a left back position, right? Going to last season, if I go to show, he's 27 years of age. He played almost 50 games, 49 games, 13 goals, 12 assists. That is coming from a left back position. I do believe he's a set piece taker for them as well. But these numbers from a left back position is huge. That's what she said. But anyway, it's fucking huge. And the thing with, again, I'm going to the critical side of United, right? Season before that, 53 games, 6 goals, 13 assists. It clearly shows that he plays 50 plus games almost every season, it seems. Let me go 3 years back and see how many games he's played, because that's a good sign. It means he's not going to get injured. He doesn't get injured. Again, 45 games, close to 50 games, and look at that, 20 assists. Going back to the last 2-3 seasons in regards to Alex Telles, he's had double digits assists from left back fucking position. He's the type of player, I heard, that he likes to get the cross in quite early. And he's a very attack-minded fullback. And he's the fullback that we need instead of someone like Luke Shaw, who seemed lost, who's just... He's gone. I think it's better for him to stay as a squad rotation player rather than coming in and playing left back week in, week out. He has his moments. I don't blame him. But compared to someone like Alex Telles, my God, Luke Shaw is a nobody. Alex Telles signing means that he's going to stay at United potentially to the age of 32, 33, which means there's no resale value, because that's what United look for nowadays, right? But I think this is the signing that we're going to sign. We have signed that it's going to be until the left back covered for many years. I don't think we're going to be looking for another left back for at least 3-4 seasons until that we end up selling him. And I am happy. I'm not sure about you guys. Let me know in the comments below, guys, if or the live chat in there. Let me know, guys, if you're happy with Alex Telles. I am extremely happy with Alex Telles, and it goes back to the board where we haggled for 15 million, 3-4 million, whatever amount that we ended up paying. If we're haggling for that much, why wasn't he signed weeks before? Where we've only played what 3 or 4 competitive games in the Premier League, minus the preseason, or not preseason, or you can say preseason, the week or so we had in training. We knew about him for a long time. His contract runs out next year. United were trying to get him for free, you can say, in January pre-contract, but ended up paying £13.5 million. I'm not 100% sure about the figures, but reports are saying 13 to 15 million pound plus add-ons. And now he joins us after playing 3 competitive games for Manchester United, where we've lost 2 already in the Premier League at home, guys, and we've seen a couple of new signings come in. It doesn't fucking make sense for the board, and it is super annoying to see the board like that, and it's absolutely a disaster, a shit show, you can say. Whatever happens now in the transfer window, right, whether we sign Jadon Sancho right now or whatever, this transfer window is a failure. It's an absolute failure, because we should have done these deals weeks before to give them time to bed into the club, fitness, tactic, coaches, etc, etc. These players now going to come in looking at a shit show and immediately have their sort of spotlight on them, right? Like, these players now coming in thinking, I don't deserve to come in, and everybody's around me saying that you're our savior now, you need to save the club, you need to get us results. It's not fair. Imagine the immense pressure that Cavani will come in now that Martial is potentially suspended for 3 games. Him coming in, having no football in the last 6-7 months. He's definitely going to start at number 9 position, right? He's definitely going to start at the striking position, and he's going to be expected to score goals. Now, Cavani has a record of scoring goals, but I don't have that much faith on a 33-year-old who hasn't kicked a ball for the last 3-4 months. That's the pressure that new players coming in, and I don't believe they deserve that. It's not fair on them, and that goes back to the board. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? You know, I'll go through some of your comments. I hate Igalo. Edward says, I think Igalo's out of his depth, mate. I didn't hear the full through. I had throwaway shirt, so I assume it's an adult key. No. Adult key I'm wearing. I have no support, so I can support Manchester for you by default. Nido, yeah, big shout out. Thank you, Nido. Greenwood is the next Messi. Big claims there. He's a talent. I don't think he's the next Messi, but big claims there. I like it. Thanks for reading my comments, and I appreciate it. I do try to go through all the comments from Twitch and YouTube. I think with the YouTube is a bit more popular in terms of, I expected that, to be honest, because I am streaming on my Draco of Elf channel, which is all about Manchester United, and I've had a very good sort of surge in subscribers, new people coming in, and I have never done a live stream, and I'm doing a live stream now, and it's going to be a big fucking live stream. It's going to be, I've never done a 6-7 hours live stream, so it's going to be all the way through to when the transfer window closes, so we can all chill back, have a look at things, have a look at some of the breaking news, discuss some football stuff, etc, etc. Edward says, subscribe, like big shit. Thank you so much, Edward. I really appreciate that, mate. AB Key Engineer says, Ollie out. What's the reason behind you saying Ollie out, mate? Let me know. You'll be better as manager of the board. I think a lot of us are going to be better than that fucking board. A lot of us, at least in the decision size and hindsight, right? A lot of us will be. It seems like the only way we can sign players now is by offering them very big wages. We have no pulling power anymore, hence we can't sell them. We are failed. Exactly. And Leon makes a very good comment and goes back to the comments. Sorry, I just lost track. It goes back to the comments that Edison Cavani's agent has made not long ago, about in March, where he said that Cavani will only come to United if a lot of money has been offered. Lo and behold. Once he will improve that, I'm okay with signings. Spencer Arnold, thank you so much for joining the stream. Will Spurs get Skriniar? I have no idea. I haven't looked on Spurs, but we can have a look at it later on. We go through Sky Sports stuff and everything in a bit. Leon says, once he will improve the team, I'm okay with the signing. Yes. I'm assuming you're talking about Cavani, right? Sandeep, thank you so much for joining in, buddy. Telles and Vidiba are only good ones. I agree with that. Van der Beek is something that we needed, and we signed him early on, I think, to appease the fans anyway. He provides quality and depth for the midfield, and now he's actually knocking, for me, I'm not sure about you guys, but for me, he's knocking on Ollie's door to start on the starting 11. You look at how Pogba has been so poor. I think he's going to take Pogba's position in some of the games. You never know. I think Ollie doesn't have the balls to drop Pogba. Sandeep says, worst transfer window ever. It is one of the worst, yes. With so much promise, so much big bits and bobs, and nothing's coming out of it. I think last year's one was pretty bad. I remember. It was pretty bad, last year's one. MCH, thank you so much for joining in. Telles has been signed. Yes, buddy. We just went through Telles right now. I signed a contract. Are you guys happy? Are you happy with Telles, Sandeep? Let me know as well. Sorry, MCH. Sandeep says, I actually want Dembele now. I'm desperate now. Woodward is inept. Mate, I think a lot of, I was talking about it earlier as well. A lot of us, including myself, are kind of desperate. Just get it done now. And that's the thinking behind it now. Dembele, just sign him because there's nothing else. You either sign him or we go into the new season yet again without a right winger. without a right winger. One of the problematic positions that we have, and what we're going to rely on Daniel James, who's been a shit show, and Mason Greenwood, who's not. It's not fair on an 18-year-old kid to potentially play 40-50 games a season already, and you're in the Champions League as well. You're not going to be getting any shit teams in Europa League that I've never heard of. I had to Google some of the translation to those teams that you can get away with. You're going to be getting tough to our Champions League group is tough. We got PSG and Leipzig. They are tough fucking games. We'll go through Manchester United fixtures in a bit as well. MCH Dembele is sick when he's fit. If he's fit, I agree with you. You know, he's absolutely a demon when he plays 2 games a season. Brilliant player. I will watch all of his from now on. I think mine will get through. Edward, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Jobby Robbie on Twitch says, I think Pogba wants to leave the club. That's why he's been playing poorly. No motivation. Although reports were coming out, I think Pogba wants. It was public knowledge last year, mate, that Pogba wanted to leave the club. He was pretty much forced to stay, and I think no club at the moment can afford him. I think if Madrid came in now with the £100 million bid, Pogba would pull up a fuss, 100% sure. But with the pandemic going on, a lot of the clubs out there do not have that money to spend. I do believe Pogba will leave very soon. I don't think he's suited for United. I mean, he came in, he was a fantastic signing, and we had a lot of high hopes. But it's just been problem after problem with him, with Jose Mourinho. With what's happening now in his form, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, guys. Do you think Pogba will leave Manchester United next season? Obviously this season is not going to work out. Leon says, no, Telles, once he will improve the team, I'm okay with the signing. Oh yes, Telles will improve the team, right? His stats is absolutely, like, it's either Telles or Luke Shaw. I think anyone bar Luke Shaw, anyone improve the team when you have Luke Shaw on left back. Luke Shaw has his games here and there, who's brilliant, right? There's a few games where he's absolutely brilliant. Then there's a shit show along with injuries popping up. I think any left back, any experienced left back with Alex Telles showing up the stats that he's showing up right now will 100% improve any team. I said that from the get-go, right? If Telles didn't have his contract expiring next season, say he had 3-4 years left still on Porto's contract, right? He's going to cost 50-60 million pound easily. This season alone, look, he played 3 games, 2 goals, 2 assists. That's from a left back position. Last season, he's played 49 games, 13 goals, 12 assists. Again, that's from a left back position, right? Season before that, he's played 53 games, 6 goals, 13 assists. Again, double digits on the assist side. Goals is a bonus for me in the left back position, but for me, the wing, left backs should be assist merchants, because the system we play is on the wingers is inside forward, so they're more expected to score goals, cutting inside and dribbling in. So that heavily relies on the 2 fullbacks to go out wide and drop those crosses in and drop back when there's defenses. And unfortunately, we do not have that. For all the good stuff that Aaron Wan-Bissaka is defensively, offensively, he's not there yet, right? He's just not there yet. And Luke Shaw, Jose was right. He doesn't have a footballing brain. He doesn't have a footballing brain at all. He's been destroyed by Jose Mourinho yesterday. Have you guys seen him? There were times where he was actually in the centre-back position. I think the 3rd goal we considered yesterday, he was in the centre-back position. Luke Shaw was in the centre-back position when the cross came in for Son. Harry Maguire had to go from centre-back to left-back to cover. That's your left-back running 20 yards into a centre-back position. For what reason, we have no idea. He doesn't have a footballing brain. I think with Luke Shaw, as a squad player, I'll take him. He's all right. As a squad player, fair enough, you need a bit of depth. He's okay. He's got a lot of experience, game time, and it will help with his injuries, not playing 30-40 games a season. It will definitely help with his injuries. But as a starting left back, Alex Telles is miles ahead of him. He's so ahead of him. I don't even have an analogy, actually. That's how much he's ahead of Luke Shaw. Bruno, Manchester United best defender, yes, in regards to Bruno Fernandes. His work rate going backwards. He shows a lot of heart, and that's what we need. He's actually our captain. Do you guys think Bruno Fernandes is more of our captain than Harry Maguire? Donny had to start. He at the very least, he had to come on the 45 minute when Fred and McTominay instead were coming on. Doesn't make sense for me. Pogba is frustrated by the lack of improvement in the team. He needs quality in players in and around him so he can look a better player. True. You look at the French squad. He had Kante next to him in the midfield, and he's just flying off. But it also begs to differ that, do you need to be a better player to be a leader? You look at what he does in the French national team, right? We've seen his videos. I'm sure most of you guys have seen his videos where he's like pumping out other players and, you know, in the dressing room, let's go guys. But at United, he doesn't seem to do that. That is mental. That is mental attribute, not technical, right? That is kind of confusing. Right, so let's look at Sky Sports. Let's see if what they're saying. Any breaking news on Sky Sports? Let me refresh it. So, okay, let's. This was a few hours ago. I'm going to read you out this article. United could complete as many as 4 signings on deadline day. Talks to continue with Barcelona over Dembele. Interesting one. Let me just read this article out as I always do, guys. Edison Cavani and Alex Telles are at Manchester United's Carrington training complex ahead of their deadline day moves to the club. I'll go through my Twitter feed to find out if there's any pictures. I'm sure there's pictures in there. Cavani, who is a free agent after leaving PSG at the end of last season, is set to sign a 2-year deal and will provide some valuable experience to United's youthful forward. He could, as I said, he could be a Ibrahimovic, or he could be a Falcao, or Henrik Larsson. Remember him, guys. Telles is expected to arrive at Old Trafford on a 5-year deal after United agree a £15.4 million pound deal with Porto on Sunday, just hours after the Portuguese club turned down the initial offer. And that's the fucking problem. For £15.4 million, the negotiations dragged on for what, 3-4 weeks, when we could have had him. Like, it's not as if you're paying big bucks for him. It just doesn't make sense. The 27-year-old left-back, who is in the final year of his Porto contract, will fly to Brazil to join up with the national team once he has completed his move to United. Cavani and Telles may not be the only 2 arrivals at Old Trafford on deadline day, with United in talks to sign Atalanta winger Amad Traore. I believe that's pretty much, you know, going into the final stretch. However, a deal is likely to be completed in January instead. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has also been keen to sign a winger for the entire window, and United have been in talks with Barcelona over a loan move for Dembele, although both Barca and the 23-year-old are understood to prefer a permanent deal. The move for Dembele came after United's 91.3 offer of Jadon Sancho was rejected by Borussia Dortmund last week. That is not true. The Bundesliga side have insisted on several occasions that any deal for the England winger had to be completed by August 10th, and that the asking price of £108 million must be met. United are also looking at an 18-year-old Penarol winger Facundo Pellistri, although the move for the Uruguayan is expected to be one for the future. We've seen a lot of youth players coming in. Nothing's happening. Like, where are they? Like, last 3-4 seasons we've been signing youth players. Where are they? As well as incomings, there could be also outgoings from Old Trafford on Monday, with Chris Smalling return to Roma still on the table. We'll go through some of the Chris Smalling stuff actually. United are hoping the Serie A club where Smalling spent last season on loan will return with an improved offer, although he could stay and fight for his place in United's defence. Jesse Lingard and Sergio Romero could also still exit the club, although the potential suitors are understood to be put off by the high wages, and we just discussed that earlier on as well. Lingard is yet to feature for United in the league this season and is into the final year of his contract, while Romero has dropped to third choice goalkeeper following the return of Dean Henderson from his loan spell at Sheffield United. So that's what Sky Sports are reporting. There's not been much breaking news so far. Let's have a look at some of the Twitter feeds. Bruno has a good footballing brain. Oh, okay, let me see. Fernandes has a good football brain. It shows how he demonstrated on the field by pointing to the players in the direction he wants them to go. He's a smart and fire, and I agree with that in regards to Bruno Fernandes, right? The fact that he didn't come out of the halftime yesterday means something happened in the background. Something happened in the dressing room, and seeing footages of Bruno Fernandes at Porto and seeing some of the things, he probably had a go at a lot of players and Ole didn't like it, and he just took him off. He didn't bother even coming up. which is a sad thing. So United reporter saying this is Guillem Belag, so he's he's a reporter for BBC Live, La Liga TV, and sometimes features in Sky Sports. He says that Ousmane Dembele is not happy with Barcelona's stance to only loan him out if he adds another year to his current contract. Manchester United want a proven winger to come into the squad straight away, and also believe they need a younger options as Solskjaer used Mata and Lingard in wide positions against Luton Town. And we've seen that over and over again. We as fan base know that we need a proven winger that can start in the starting 11. We've seen that for weeks and weeks and weeks, and yet here we are on the last day of transfer window. Pretty much everything's done in regards to Jadon Sancho. I don't believe anything will happen, and no breaking news, nothing new news coming out in regards to Jadon Sancho, and we're clutching at straws, you know, going for an injury-prone player in Ousmane Dembele. There are reports coming out. Oh my god, Sky is reporting that Telles and Cavani may end up as number 7 rather than Jadon Sancho. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. What do you guys think, guys? What do you guys think? Fucking hell. Right, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna get myself a drink and I'll be right back, guys. For those of you joining in and watching the stream, just so you know, I'll be live today until at least 11 PM. That's when the transfer window shuts, so many hours of Draco, you can say, today. So I'll be recapping things, going through Twitter feeds, forums, Sky Sports, seeing some of the stats, some of the outgoings as things break throughout the rest of the day. So I'll be doing some regular breaks, obviously, for myself to get myself drinks and, you know, blah blah blah. But I'll be right back in 5 minutes, guys, and we'll see how long I can stream for. It's gonna be 6-7 hours worth of stream, guys. I'll be right back. Right, I am back. Got a bit of drink, G Fuel ready, you know. It's not a sponsored stream, guys. You know, I love G Fuel. Should really try it. Let me just go through some of the chats. Oh, Red Devil Studio. You didn't have to, man. Really appreciate for the super chat, mate. This club would be the death of me. I think a lot of us are feeling the same thing. A lot of United fans are certainly feeling the same thing. Those of you joining in, do go and check out. You must go and check out Red Devil Studio. We'll get to his personality, but in terms of his channel, he does a lot of live streams, a lot of discussions around United, a lot of podcasts, all the transfer goodness stuff, match reviews, instant match reviews actually, which is a great thing. You know, as soon as the match is finished, he's live and bang, straight in there. No time wasting. Match previews, all the United goodie stuff, right? And he's a good friend of mine, and I met him through these, you know, I met him through YouTube and stuff like that. And since then, there's a bunch of us. He's kind of created a little group and got us kind of close together at the same time. And he does a lot of podcasts, so do go and check him out. Must go and check him out. He's a very good person. In terms of personality, he's such a fantastic person. He's a G. He's a G. That's all I can say. But anyway, back to the transfer news. Sorry, I lost track there. I thought I was playing a game because normally I stream games. It's getting a bit hot in here and kind of getting a bit hungry. But Edison Cavani may end up at Manchester United number 7 rather than Jadon Sancho. That's the tweet I left with. This is according to Sky, right? This is according to Sky. Imagine the uproar, guys. Imagine the uproar if Edison Cavani is sporting number 7. Like, fuck, you know, this is an iconic shirt, and you're potentially gonna give. It's not confirmed news, by the way. I don't think it will happen, but let's have a bit of a discussion around it. Imagine, you just imagine the scenes if Edison Cavani ends up with the number 7 shirt at United. Imagine, for me, I will lose my shit. I will fucking lose my shit. For those who are joining, it's an 18 rated stream, by the way, so you know I swear a lot. I will lose my fucking shit. Like. But then again, looking at the board, it doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me anymore. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat. It just doesn't surprise anymore, right? Let me refresh the tweet. And today's stream is going to be a long, solid stream. We're going to be going through the transfer deadline. We're going to be going through some of the signings, getting some thoughts into you guys from you guys as well, having a bit of a discussion. It's going to be a chilled, laid back stream, right? And I haven't done one of these streams in a very long time due to other commitments, family commitments. And I don't normally do live streams. I absolutely do not do live streams on my channel, on my YouTube channel, which is Draco Evolve, because my business model is a bit different. You can say it's a business model because that's what we're planning to achieve here, right? Let's be real here. It's a bit different because with the live stream, I've tried it in the past, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel passionate about it. So I don't do live streams on my Draco Evolve channel. I do a lot of pre-recorded videos, pre-rendered videos, whatever you wanna call it, and I do a lot of editing because I've got a background in editing and I love editing things. So when I do videos, I kind of put it together, make it look fancy, get some pictures in and text and you know all these sort of effects in. So I don't do live streams, and I don't feel I will change that model yet. Might change in the future, because the live stream I do is actually in my Twitch channel. So I stream now. I'm gonna stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday because I've got a baby now. Before I stream a lot, but on my Twitch, which is Draco96, it is in the pinned comment section. But I do a lot of gaming streams. I play a lot of Football Manager, actually. I love my Football Manager games, not FIFA, none of that shit. It doesn't roll with me here. But Football Manager is the game I play, and I met a lot of people through Twitch, and I'm so grateful for the support on Twitch that everyone's been giving me, especially the last 4 or 5 months where I've become affiliate and I'm on the road to partner, getting a lot of followers, a lot of interactions, a lot of good personality, the community that I'm meeting over at Twitch. So I do stream a lot on Twitch. Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be the stream. In regards to today's stream, I thought, you know what, it's transfer deadline day. For those of you that know me, know that I love transfer news. I love transfer speculation. That's always been the case from back in the days. Looking at teletext, for those of you who are old like me, you remember the teletext days, right? Where you kind of refresh your TV to see what's the latest transfer news or if there's any breaking news. There was no Twitter, no YouTube, none of that crap, none of that nonsense, none of that speculation crap. It's straight up teletext. I used to refresh it every time. I used to love it. I used to love transfer days. I remember when we signed the likes of Ruud van Nistelrooy, when we were kind of getting linked to Ronaldinho, who was so close to signing, and I was so excited at spending hours in front of the teletext. I think it was 303, teletext number 303. I kept spamming refresh, and I thought, yeah, today is the biggest day in terms of transfers. I'm gonna try something new, and I'm gonna have a good long transfer. Now I might take a dinner break in about an hour, but I'll be live again for the last 2-3 hours of the transfer window up until 11 p.m. to see what signings United make. And it's not just about United. We'll look at different other signings. I've got loads of tabs opened up. I've got obviously Twitter opened up, which we've had a lot of good discussions around there, looking at some of the tweets. I've got Sky Sports opened up. I've got I got the forums open up. I'm quite active in the forums and the Red Cafe forums, which we haven't gone through yet, which we will go through. I've got BBC opened up, as you can see. Ahmad Traore is there, and I've got some stats. We'll go through some of the stats, which we've already been. A lot of things opened up to kind of have a bit of a discussion. But yeah, that's the reason behind. I thought I'll do a bit of a stream today. But my regular streams are Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, starting this week, restarting this week. Your dad says hi from a Leeds fan. Mate, at the moment I'm kind of jealous about Leeds, you can say. I mean, you guys got a fantastic coach, a coach that knows a brand of play, and you can see it's being implemented. A coach that knows what to do, more proactive than reactive, getting the best out of some of the players in the coach. Someone who knows how to scout and analyze the game properly, rather than just sit down and look at the TV screen or look at YouTube. And I envy you guys. Like, I am kind of jealous. I'll be straight up, and I'll be straight up for a very, very long time. And I've got no fucking filter, guys. I was only out on last year August. When we drew against Southampton 1-1, and I remember that. If you go through my video, you'll see me saying all the out, and I haven't changed my stance. There's a few reasons behind. Forget the transfer shenanigans, right? I'm talking about on the field antics. It's still, I was looking at my video actually yesterday, because I like watching myself. Fucking hell. I was looking at my video yesterday from last year August when we drew against Southampton. It was like about 24 minutes long, and I thought, let me click play and just see what I've actually said and see if there's anything changed from what I feel now compared to then. I've mentioned the same thing in terms of substitution. Mason Greenwood came on an 82nd minute that day when we needed a goal. I mentioned that. I mentioned the selection problems. I mentioned the tactical approach, and I mentioned the game management. And this is all true right now as well. He's still making the wrong substitutions. It's as early as yesterday when he brought in Fred and McTominay and 45 minutes. Don't talk to me about the red card and all that shit. United were done, in 10-15 minutes. Tottenham should have had a lot of goals. They absolutely destroyed us, and they would have had a lot of goals, right? But the substitution changes. He's taken off Bruno Fernandes and kept on Paul Pogba. It doesn't fucking make sense. And these are some of the same comments I've had from yesterday's review, looking back into August last year. And I'm not, don't get me wrong. Don't think that I'm bitter or I am just throwing my toys at the pram. I'm not yo-yo. If I was yo-yo, then yeah, you can say 1 week I'm Oli in, 1 week I'm Oli out. I'm throwing my toys out of the pram. But I've been Oli out from last August. He's done good things. I think in the background he's done decent things. But I don't see, if it was up to me, I'd probably just hire Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to only play against the top 6 sides, because the counter-attacking football, the defensive, low block, then counter-attack, we have a good results against the top 6 clubs. But when it comes to other clubs, man, he's lost. I don't see him changing formations. I don't see him changing players, personnels. I don't see him changing tactics in the game. I don't see him changing substitutions when it matters. You look at yesterday's example. Fred and McTominay came in when we had Donny van de Beek, who's arguably been our best midfielder in competitive games, is still on the bench. albeit that we were 10 men, you know, but we're only 3-1. If we had got a goal at Old Trafford with the pace that we have, I think we could have caused them a bit of damage, but I wouldn't have said we would have won. But certainly to lose 6-1, like that's me. That was me with Oli. That was me with Oli yesterday, and he rang back the same thing. And I don't hate the guy. Don't get me wrong. Don't you know, twist it or something. I don't hate the guy. I just don't feel that he's up to the task. He's a PE teacher. He's been given a job at United, which I think is way above him. Way above him. His CV is Molds and Cardiff. Cardiff's got relegated, by the way, but Molds, I think he's done a great job as a caretaker manager. But then again, with the toxicity that's been created by Jose Mourinho, any manager coming in would have got the same reaction from the squad. Any manager coming in, and then we've seen Oli being caught out. We've seen it, and it's just that we're seeing the same things over and over again. And he's coming out and making quotes like, if I go back to my Twitter page, right? I said yesterday. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. I found that pretty funny. Yesterday, I retweeted a tweet. If I can find it, that is. It's a lot of. I talk a lot of crap, isn't it? I was up until 6:57 a.m. this morning, waking up super excited about the transfer window. 6:57 a.m. guys. I mean, I'm running on G Fuel at the moment, and I've slept yesterday about 3 a.m. That's the Arsenal. Where is it? I'll find it. Evra was a broken man. You can see Cavani and Telles playing sports with but let me just find out something that I've retweeted a bit. So here's one of the things he said before pre-match, right? He said, yeah, he prepared to face Son Heung-min. Of course, you know Jose Mourinho well enough. Yes, if you really prepared against Son, and I said it from last week, I've said it over and over again, that Son will play. It's Jose's mind games. If you guys watch the Amazon Prime TV show that Jose Mourinho's on, yeah, you guys will know how much he admires Son, and a lot of us got dazzled. A lot of us fell for it. A lot of us, I'm not sure any of us will admit it now, but a lot of us fell for the fact that Son was injured. He's not gonna play. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I said it from get-go. Son will play. Son will 100% play. My match preview, I said that Son will play. What happened? Son played. And what happened with Mr. Solskjaer? He said he prepared for Son. You can see the tweet right there. He prepared. Let me bring it out on the biggest screen so you guys can see. You can see. He said right there. He's prepared for Son. He's prepared for Son. Yeah. Son absolutely fucking wrecked us. Like absolutely fucking destroyed us. So what did you prepare? What, to prepare to pronounce his middle name? I don't know how to pronounce his middle name. Is that what you're preparing for? Okay. As you said, I tweeted, you know, Son will start. Son will start. Bit of a rant around Oli, but we got many hours. We got a lot of things to talk about. Red Devil Studio. Wait, hold on. Man said, Jobby from Twitch says, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube, by the way, guys. Man said teletext, old school tech. Yep, yeah, I'm a huge fan. Like my channel, my football channel, I love the transfer speculation stuff. Some people don't know the difference between transfer speculation and actual transfers, by the way, which is a sad thing. I love it. Do you think United will even get top 6 this season with the teams that has improved around us, who's been supported by the board? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. And here we are, United panic buying the likes of Dembele. I hope Dembele comes in and absolutely becomes a Dembele that we've seen at Dortmund, right? I absolutely fucking hope that. But I'm not holding my breath on it. Let me see what else. Red also said, to be honest, Draco, we had Van Gaal and Mourinho who were title winners and champions, and they've all said the same thing. They didn't get the right players. Exactly, mate. Exactly, mate. I think it's just that they all our managers, you know, I'm talking about on the field, right? On the field, Ollie's not for it. That's my opinion. Off the field, there's a trend going, right? All these managers were winners, serial winners, with bags of experience behind them, right? But they've actually never been supported. They've never been supported, and that's exactly what's happening with Ollie. And I do feel sorry for him. But for me, Ollie needs to take a lot of the blame from yesterday's results as well. He talked about him preparing for Son. You're chatting shit, mate. we've seen the same thing about his substitutions. Same thing. He's more reactive than proactive. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, 5-3-2, whatever. It's just a bit off with Oli. And I'll get to his coaching, guys, by the way. For those of you who play Football Manager, will know some of the coaches that Jose Mourinho signed, right? I doubt Oli wanted Cavani. Oli never wanted Cavani or Diallo or Dembele, mate. I don't think so. I don't think so. Dembele looks like it's going to happen very soon, especially with Barca kind of pushing for Memphis Depay and Ronald. We've seen it on the tweets today, which we'll go through again. Ronald Koeman coming out and talking more about it earlier. And to be honest, he did play our strongest 11 against Spurs. Oli didn't react, but you can always account for defense. Just ask Pep and Gordon. Yep, 100%. I agree with that. And the worst day is Oli didn't react. How many times we have said that? Even if he's reacted, he's reacting very late, too late. Yes, the red card didn't help, but the game was pretty much. We were getting a good hiding well before the red card. Well before the red card, we were absolutely getting destroyed. And if he said that, or we've prepared for Son, clearly you haven't prepared for Son. Because Son and Kane, fair enough, but Son especially, absolutely ripped United apart. And that's, mind you, that's Spurs, who played 4 games in 8 days versus United. Yet it seemed like Spurs were more up for it. They wanted it more. They had a game plan, and it's been 2 years almost, right? In December he got recruited, right? 2 years ago. I don't see a style of play. You look at Bielsa at Leeds, you look at Arteta even now at Arsenal. You look at Brendan Rodgers at Leicester. You look at Ancelotti at Everton. You're starting to see a bit of pattern of play, the style of play. Oli for me is the type of manager that would probably get good results, and factually he did against the top 6 sides, because low block, pace and counter and press. But you expect the top 6 sides to come at us and they play on our hand. But against the clubs that you expect to win a lot of the games, he's had a good results, but he's just had a lot of same mistakes over and over and over again, right? Obviously, yesterday was devastating for us in terms of 6-1, and it further. And I'll be straight up, signing Jadon Sancho would not have helped yesterday. It wasn't about Jadon Sancho. I've seen a lot of tweets going around that Jadon Sancho did. No, it wouldn't be about Jadon Sancho. We were just not in the game. We were just not in the game, and we just got absolutely destroyed. There is a bit of a troll. There we go. You get a bit of troll, you get a bit of twats coming in, talking crap. That's how it works here, isn't it? Mythic says, I think we're gonna get raped in the Champions League group stage. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think we're gonna win against PSG. I genuinely believe we're gonna win against PSG, because PSG will come at us, and that plays into Oli's tactics, the only tactic he knows, and which we had success with. We look at the last time we played PSG, same thing happened. But against the other teams, it's going to be a bit difficult. I think we're going to end up finishing or scraping past the group stages, right? Right. In terms of Sarr, right? There's some reports coming out, right? Let me just look at the United report. There's some reports coming out. That's Donny van der Beek arriving for the Dutch duty. That Sarr is another option that United have offered. Let me just go for forums. Offered Wolves or Watford? Can't remember. Wolves or Watford? What does he play for? Who does he play for, guys? That to buy him as an alternative, plan D maybe. God knows. Because we failed with Jadon Sancho on loan, which have been rejected by the club. They don't want to. They put a price tag on him, I think, in around £40 million, which United are not kind of gonna move on that anyway, isn't it? But Chris Smalling, I think that's the latest tweet on the United report, that Chris Smalling, in terms of Chris Smalling, intermediary, I don't know what the hell does that mean, but I reckon that could be replaced with twats at United. Working on the Chris Smalling to AS Roma deal, says game over. The deal is now very unlikely. So it looks like Chris Smalling According, this is not official news, but this just reports. As you know, I'm doing a long live stream, so I'm just going through the whole thing. The Chris Smalling deal is now off. Which begs to differ now that we've got another centre back at the club who is a good, decent centre back, right? Where are you gonna play him now? Do you play him and drop? Let's put it this way: Ollie's not gonna drop Maguire, who he decided to give the captain's armband after 1 year at the club. Like, fuck, you know. But is he gonna drop now Bailly or Lindelof to keep Smalling happy? I don't know. There is still loads of hours, roughly about 5 hours left of the transfer window, and I do believe that United will end up selling Chris Smalling and Sergio Romero. But if it doesn't go through, Chris Smalling staying at the club will be a bit of a shocker. I would have thought that that's one of the easier deals to make, but it's clearly not. Edward were doing Edward with things. So we just don't have a good centre back. For me, that's a big issue. We need a centre back and a CDM. Partey went to Arsenal right today. If we get Upamecano and Partey this window, would have been awesome. I would have loved it. I think that would have solved a lot of different problems. But Partey, I think Arsenal is pretty much a done deal. So let me just look at Thomas Partey. Well, it's almost like a done deal. Let me go to BBC actually. I would have loved Partey. Arsenal attempting to conclude Partey. We'll talk about that. I would have loved to have a Partey, a specialist CDM, the one that has legs to move around on lateral spaces. That's what we need. Like, give the freedom to Pogba and Bruno Fernandes to kind of do damage up front, and have a CDM. And again, our centre backs are so crap that having we need 3-4 CDMs to protect these guys, because they're just not up to the task. Maguire is not up to the task. I think he needs to be dropped. Unfortunately, I highly doubt Ollie will be dropped. And that's the thing with Ollie. His lineup is so predictable. My match previews, for those of you that watch it, my lineup, I barely get them right. I barely get them right because I'm not that knowledgeable in that sense. You can say I admit it, I'll be the first. But I've been getting his lineups, all his lineup right a lot of the times because it's so predictable. Now, if someone like me who has zero clues around that, who's probably the weakest part in terms of United knowledge for me, getting his not his formation, his lineup right, there's a huge problem, because you look at elite clubs looking down and think, oh, like a left back, Luke Shaw would play, Harry Maguire would 100% play even though he's not fit enough or is in shit form, but he'll play. It's just about dealing with Lindelof and Bailly. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka will play even though they have Diallo, who should have been given a more chance to me, to be frank, and Brandon Williams. In midfield is, it's gonna be Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, 100% sure. Matic most likely as well. The front three, he's definitely gonna play Diallo, my ass, and he's gonna play Martial, Rashford, and Greenwood. And it's so predictable, man. It's so fucking predictable. You know, teams against Leeds, we're gonna struggle because Bielsa is a demon when it comes to analysis. We're gonna struggle against Leeds. I don't even know when we're playing Leeds. We'll go through the transfer fixtures. I'm not trying with the United fixtures in a bit. Pader FM, thank you so much for joining in. How you doing, mate? It's been a while. Hope you're okay, bro. UFOS as well. Hey, what do you think about Arsenal, UFOS? What do you think about Arsenal? UFOS says my heart rate is probably going to go up very, very soon. Let me just get the chat up again. For those of you joining in, I am streaming on both my platforms. UFOS says congrats. I mean, new house. It's not a new house, mate. It's the old place. Look, it's old. It's not a new house, mate. Our stream, you should know. I think the camera angle is a bit new. I think the last time you came, my camera angle wasn't at that angle. Certainly. But yeah, I've got a bit of a light. Like, why not? A bit of a red light. Red to represent, obviously, Manchester United. A bit of a red effect. Why not? I hope you're good, mate. Mythics from YouTube says, I don't think we are going anywhere. Upamecano after the group stage draw. Many clubs want him who are more favourable to Leipzig. Going back to Upamecano, isn't Upamecano's contract clause has next year where he can go to a club for 45 million euros? I think, for 45 million euros, he's a bit of a steal at the moment. I think United are waiting for that, but then again, next season it's going to be a lot more competition for, you know, clubs will have money. Upamecano for 45 million pounds, euros or whatever, release clause. Anyone can pretty much, any top clubs can pretty much afford that. And that goes back to Alex Telles. That United are willing to wait on Upamecano, thinking that, oh, okay, we can either pay 60 million pound now, or next year we can get him for 45 million pound. What? There's not going to be any competition for that player. And it goes to Alex Telles, where United are willing to walk away, and took them this long to cough up 15.4 million pound, knowing that in 2.5 months they can pre-sign him on a free. What, for 15 million pound? You're putting the most important thing about a club at risk, which is the players on the field, not commercially, the players on the fucking field. You're putting that at risk, right? And that's exactly what's happening with Upamecano. It's exactly what's happening with Upamecano. Perez says sad about Sancho. It does look like Sancho is dead in the water. I don't see any updates on Sancho at all. Edward says Mane should have tried to sign Upamecano. Yes, but I don't think the reports are coming out that we might end up paying Dembele 60 million pound. Yeah, Upamecano we're not going to pay. I think he was linked with us for 60 million pound, 50 to 60 million pound. But I see it as a huge investment. I see it as, like, he's 20, 21, 20, whatever age that he is. And to pay 60 million pound, that's our centre back position sorted for about 10 years at least. Divide that over 10 years. I know it's quick maths thing, right? That's like 6.5 million pound a year. What is 6.5 million pound to Manchester United? I'll tell you why it is. It's nothing, but to Ed Woodward and the Glazers, it's another 6 million pound in their pocket, right? Ashy, that's my second sub of the day on Twitch. Ashy92, what's happening, bro? Thank you so much for a 5-month. I was glad that you're coming on because we can have a bit of a discussion. I'm having a long stream on both my channel and Twitch. But thank you so much for the sub. Always clutching it with the sub. Rob also subbed, but it never came up. For those of you just kind of confused, like what the fuck am I talking about in terms of sub and that thing that came out, I am streaming on Twitch. Twitch has these features. Ashley subscribed. It's 5 months gangbang crew. But Ashley is my mod in Discord, my mod in all my chats, my mod in he loves Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's a mod in everywhere, and I trust him a lot. Same with Jobby Robbie. Jobby Robbie is actually, it's unfortunate that Jobby Robbie doesn't watch much football. Otherwise, I would have loved him even more. But I love him still, because he ain't worth it for sub, bro. Okay, so Edward says Bruno is my best defender, so play him centre back. Obviously, that's for a laugh. But let's look at the Partey deal, right? Against Arsenal, right? Arsenal are trying to conclude a deadline deal for long-term target Thomas Partey from Atletico Madrid. The Ghana international midfielder, who's 27, has a release clause of 45 million pounds. 45 million pound only. The Ghana's Uruguay midfielder Traore, 24, will likely to move to in the opposite direction and join the La Liga side on loan. I believe, if I go back to Fabrizio Romano, I think he tweeted that. Let me just... There we go. Guendouzi is gone, right? I just saw breaking news. Fuck's sakes, I'll read it out. Partey, who joined blah blah blah. Arsenal have been linked with Partey and Lyon midfielder Hussam Oya, 22, throughout the summer transfer window. However, Oya has told French TV he will remain at the League One club. I just saw this. It's been confirmed, guys. So here we go. Fabrizio Romano, this is breaking news, guys, literally like seconds ago. Thomas Partey is now flying to London. Atletico Madrid board have received a notification 1 hour ago from Arsenal for Thomas. Arsenal are set to trigger the clause for 50 million euros tonight. Race against time, then here we go. Atletico will complete Traore deal on loan. And what a fucking signing, right? What a signing for Arsenal. Breaking news, guys, and if I wasn't live streaming I wouldn't have caught that, but this is breaking news. Thomas Partey, who Red Devil Studio, big shout out to him as well. Thomas Partey would have improved our midfield, and for 45 million pounds release, that's a fucking steal. You're getting a proper CDM, but unfortunately, you know, there are much more clever people at the board, and they don't give a shit. They think that Matic is still good, so let's give him a 3-year contract. They still think Fred and McTominay can be a specialist CDM. And you know, now Arsenal have improved, right? We're gonna look at the league table now, right? In BBC Football, obviously. Let's see where Arsenal is at the moment. So you can see Arsenal after 4 games, right? Three wins, 1 loss, right? They have been backed. They have improved the squad. Thomas Partey, don't get it wrong, guys. For those of you who know the midfield position, Thomas Partey is an absolute peach of a player. He will go into any side in world football and improve their midfield position. Maybe not Bayern. Bayern's got a strong midfield, but then again they lost Thiago, so maybe. And they actually signed him for still. If Thomas Partey didn't have a release clause, he would have costed any club 70-80 million pounds, 60-70-80 million pounds, that range, probably even more. That's how much of a beast of a player he is. He will instantly improve any team in world football, and Arsenal just got him, right? Manchester United, that could have been an easy deal for Manchester United because it's a release clause. There's not much negotiations. You set 45 million pounds. Here you go, done, dusted. Let's bring him at the club. But no, you know, some people at the club think, you know, we're okay with Thomas Nemanja Matic, Fred and McTominay as a CDM. Unfortunately, that's how it works. But Thomas Partey, here we go, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano right now that he is now flying to London to sign for Manchester. Oh, I just said Manchester, to sign for Arsenal Football Club. Oh my god, I wished I said Manchester. In a 45 million pound deal. Let me see some of the stats. Actually, I did sub. Yeah, Rob did sub, but it just didn't pop up. I don't know why. I have no idea. Why is toxic in your first language? Yes, Ashley has a lot of toxicity. That's the difference between Ashley Thingy. Let me just go through some of the chats. Great signing for Arsenal. Ashley says 100%. I agree with you on that, mate. I wish Ed Woodward and Glazers were never born. Well, they were born, unfortunately. I think condoms wasn't used. Got the flight tracker if you want it. Fuck off, UFOS. I bet you 100% as soon as Partey's deal, UFOS comes in. UFOS is an Arsenal fan, by the way. Oh mate, Matic is still good, but we need someone to come replace him. Matic is good. He's a clever player. He's got good passing range. But for me, Matic is not a CDM with mobility. We need someone with mobility that will allow the likes of Pogba and Bruno Fernandes to play further up. Not now this deep lying playmaker shit with Paul Pogba sitting at the back. No, you have someone right in the center of a CDM position who can capture lateral spaces. And you're flying. Look at what Kante does for France. He literally just sits there and just covers, and Pogba just roams around. That's what you need. And Thomas Partey is that. Nemanja Matic hasn't got the legs for that. He hasn't got the legs for that. He's got the passing, etc. for it, but he hasn't got the legs for that, unfortunately. Our current players aren't good. Which player do you think played the worst yesterday, Ash? My thick says I think Everton are better than us this season so far. If I look at the Premier League table, I've seen a few tweets, and a few tweets were saying that Everton for the title. A few of my Facebook friends are saying, but you look at the style of play that Everton are playing. There is a bit of a style with Ancelotti, the way that he plays, the way that he approaches, the backing that he got. He signed James Rodriguez on a free. On a fucking free, he signed James, and look at what James Rodriguez has been doing in the Premier League. A player that's supposed to be in past day injury prone and not going to make it anymore. Look at what he's doing. He's making a mockery of all the teams that he's played. They've got Liverpool next, and I wouldn't bet past them beating Liverpool, because Ancelotti is a clever manager. He knows what he's doing. It's simple as that. Why couldn't United get it? If they're looking at loan deals and panic buys with Ousmane Dembele, you had James Rodriguez just lying there. Could have got him. He could have got him. Could have, should have. God knows. He can play on the right, cutting in. He's a left foot as well. He's set piece specialist as well. He can play in number 10 position as well. He's got versatility about him, and his technical attributes are really good. People talk about his injury problems he had. Not worse than Ousmane Dembele. So what's the difference between Rodriguez and Ousmane Dembele? It just doesn't make sense. I think it's because I subbed when your cam was off. No, I think... No, you subbed, Rob, before I even went live, because you subbed when I was in the starting soon screen, right? Like, you subbed at that screen, right? hence why it didn't pop up. But I need to kind of stop the stream and go back, and in fact, let me see if I can do it from this side. Getting a bit tired now. G Fuel's not kicking in just yet. Where is it? Let's go. Oh, how was work today, Ash? Nope. Fucking hell, what's happening? Recent events, there we go. There he is, let's see. No, it hasn't popped up. I'll get that sorted, Rob, but I've met pretty much my target almost. Let me see some of the chat. GPAG, thank you so much for joining in. Really appreciate it. I assume you're an Arsenal fan. So happy Arsenal got Partey. Pedri is now coming to Football Manager. Actually, I was planning to play Football Manager, but for some reason it's not loading up for me. So if I just look, it just goes to the preparing that screen. It goes like that. I'll be really embarrassed if it starts and it just goes switched off. So I don't understand how come I was gonna play Football Manager while chatting with you guys and checking out transfers. But I just don't understand why it doesn't happen. Yeah. So are you guys happy with the Partey deal? Any Gunnar fans in there? I hope some Arsenal fans are here. Draco, do you have a PS4? I do have a PS4, buddy. I believe Harry and Pogba was bad. Actually says, I believe Harry and Pogba was bad. Or Harry Maguire, mate, they were beyond bad. They were beyond bad. Did you see when Harry Maguire tackled Luke Shaw? Junie, thank you so much for joining into stream. Is Sancho coming to United or Dembele or Ahmad Traore? We'll recap a bit. Let me just catch up with the chat. Work all good. Steve, Ronan, oh my, Telles confirmed. Steven, thank you so much for joining in the stream. For those who are joining in, make sure you smash the like button. If you're watching from my YouTube channel, I do everything related to Manchester United. This is my first ever transfer deadline day long stream. I'm gonna have a massive stream. Gonna go through all the way through to the baking stream. I might take an hour break in about to have dinner, but then I'll be back again and going for it, right? Telles is confirmed. Yes, I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that, Steven? Try to start it from Steam. I've tried it, mate. I've tried it. So this is Steam. There you go. I'm gonna press play. Let me just go to live so you guys can see it as well. So if I press play, it does the launching thing. So it does that screen, and bang, it's gone again. Like I don't. Then look, it just goes off this part. I have zero idea. I was gonna play Football Manager, talk about football all day, and go through the breaking news and blah blah blah, but it never really works out. Make sure you smash the like button, guys. Has to be done. Come on, I'm a small YouTuber. You know, every like matters, right? You know what? You know what? You can like or dislike. It doesn't really matter at the moment. It's still the same. It's algorithm. It doesn't fucking really matter. Like or dislike. It's still interaction at the end of the day. Now, some people, I see a lot of videos that like. No, it doesn't really matter. Obviously, I'll prefer the likes more than the dislikes. Any news on Cavani? Last I heard, he was having a medical. I'm gonna go through Twitter in a bit, buddy. Have you ordered FM21 Draco? I haven't yet, Dan. I am planning to order it very, very soon. Probably not just yet because I'm gonna get it anyway. Is Sancho deal confirmed yet? A lot of people coming in for Sancho, but quick update. Let's go. So, Sancho looks to be dead in the water, right? I think United have not gone in, as far as I'm concerned, as far as a lot of people are concerned, have not gone in to make a deal. They know that pretty much it's dead in the water. It's not going to happen. Don't hold your breath on it. I'll be very surprised if Sancho comes in, right? In terms of Ousmane Dembele, there are talks going on behind the scenes right now as we speak that United want him. Barcelona do want to get rid of him. Ousmane Dembele is in favour of coming to Manchester United. Barcelona did kind of do a loan with an option to buy, and if recent reports are to be true in the last few hours, that they've reduced that stance to just a long deal for Ousmane Dembele, and United are going to pick up his wages, full wages, 100% wages. That's the latest around Ousmane Dembele. In terms of Ahmad Traore, so this is the fella. He's pretty much, bid has been gone in for 30 million euros plus add-ons. However, it's not a relatively a priority or an urgency in that signing, because he can only come in January 2021 because of apparently passport issues, which means that United can kind of do that deal over time and focus on other deals, if there are any, on today. So that's where we stand with Ahmad Traore. Sancho I've talked about. What else? Telles is pretty much confirmed. He signed a four-year deal with an option to extend for 1 more year. So that's the latest on Alex Telles. I'm trying to look for pictures of him coming into the field, into the Carrington training, which I need to go through my Twitter feed. Actually, I need to get off Fabrizio Romano. That didn't sound right. But that's the latest on Telles. Cavani is having his medical, I believe, as well. That's pretty much done. So that's all the latest on Manchester United transfer news and speculation. Latest news. Thomas Partey just signing for Arsenal. God, I want to say I want to say every other club except Arsenal, unfortunately. And this is Sky Sports breaking news. Oh yes, Watford, Ismaila Sarr. So let's have a look at his stats. That's the one I was gonna talk about next. Actually, Ismaila Sarr stats, right? Watford winger, 22 years of age. Striker. He's played a couple of games in the season. To be honest, I haven't seen much of him around, but United have showed an interest in loaning him, but Watford have kind of turned around and said we want money instead of loan. So his stats are not coming up. There we go. He's played about 30 games last season, 6 goals, 6 assists. He can play on the right wing as well. It seems like everything is being linked to the right wing position. And I believe what's happening with regards to Jadon Sancho's situation is that the deal is pretty much off. So all the money that we had kind of saved up for Jadon Sancho, you can say, it is now being moved to all these panic buys. You know, you're looking at signing Ousmane Dembele suddenly, Ahmad Traore suddenly, who's one for the future, about to pay 30 million euros potentially. He's not one for the future, is he? And Ismaila Sarr coming in, bits and bobs around it. Jadon Sancho, nothing much will happen, I reckon. But that's all the latest coming out of United transfer news. You know, everything latest right now. We could see a lot more development coming on, guys. Let me know your thoughts as well. Do you guys see anything coming up? Do you think that United will sign? Gonna ignore Tikong Munch there. Justin Sancho to United. Don't give us a heart attack, mate. I got my phone on buzzer, by the way. So any Sancho news, bank, I'm on it. Literally, notifications on, that sort of thing. So that's the latest on all the transfer dealings in regards to Manchester United. We'll go through some of the tweets. I keep saying that, but then I get caught up in the chat. I love you guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in, by the way. Really, really do appreciate everyone getting involved, or just simply sitting there watching me babble on about Manchester United. And I really do appreciate it. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Let's see. German window closed 5 p.m. but Genji signed on loan at Hertha Berlin. I thought there was a global, I'm not sure, guys, let me know. Is there a global sort of thing where the global transfer window where it closes? German window closing? I'm not sure. But then again, transfer window closing doesn't mean that's it. No more deals, no more breaking news. Some deals are done earlier, but the paperwork take long. So we've seen in the past some deals come through at the end, few hours or even the next day. So hold your thought. Apparently we also talked to Ismaila Sarr. Yeah, I was just mentioning that. I mean, I just saw the tweet there. He's a forward, I think. Let me just actually read out the article, right? This is actually coming in. Where is it? Okay, we'll see what Alex Telles actually had to say about United, actually. And I'm getting sidetracked. I'm getting fucking sidetracked. United about Telles, just if you didn't know. Oh, okay. Let me see the tweets as well. Jesus Christ, everything's everywhere now. Oh, there you go. That's Alex Telles signing for the club. We'll see what he's had to say about Manchester United. But welcome to the club, Alex Telles. I'm super happy. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know if you guys are happy with Alex Telles, joining United. And I reckon he'll improve us in the left back position. Let me know your thoughts, guys. But this is Alex Telles with a huge smile. He's got a perfect set of teeth almost. I like everything about him. I like everything about him. Can't ignore his truth, right? Thank you, Steven, for the shout out, about that tweet. Really appreciate that, mate. Let's be honest here, we only hear Sa because he demolished us Liverpool last season. I can't even remember anything about Sa, but kudos to you, I believe you. If it's a loan deal to add a bit of, but then again, he plays as a striker and a right winger, so I don't know where he'll fit in if we sign. I think he's gonna fit in on the right side. I don't know what's happening on the right side. I don't know. There's some Sa news, Ousmane Dembele news. It's just Daniel James potentially going. It's just all over the place for the right wing position, right? Apparently we also 126. What do you mean by that? Good luck to Alistair, will be a star. Good luck from him, Porto. Thiago Campos, thank you so much for a good player. I assume you're a Porto fan. He's a good player. We've just seen his stats. He seems like a really good talent. Not a talent, but a player at his peak of his powers. To get that many goals and assists from left back position, and for that price as well, it's fantastic signing. So thank you so much for letting us have him from Manchester United fans. Bro, Fabrizio Sancho deal on, bruv. Ash, don't troll me. I'm gonna fucking time you out if you troll me. I'm gonna time you out, mate. Nah, oh my days. See it. Okay, talking about Fabrizio Romano, Alex Telles to Manchester United, an official announcement is coming too for Edison Cavani. Both deals completed and confirmed. Dembele still on, but no agreement. That's the latest. Amad Traore deal done with Atalanta. He's coming on January. There you go. Amad Traore is done. Dembele is still no agreement. Confirmed for Alex Telles and Edison Cavani. From the man himself, Fabrizio Romano. You guys are getting live breaking news. There you go, guys. In terms of Chris Smalling, a bit of a development a few minutes ago. Fabrizio Romano tweeting, race against time for Chris Smalling from Manchester United to AS Roma. Deal is still on. Roma confident to sign him on last minutes for 50 million plus add-on. Last 40 minutes in Italy, then transfer window will close here. Oh wow. Oh wow. So wow. 40 minutes. So the Italian transfer window closes at 7 PM UK time. And oh wow, so we're gonna stay live, guys. We're gonna stay live for that transfer breaking news. So let's be honest here. Let's see. Stop dreaming. He's off the table. Yeah, I mean he's. We've kind of said that. I've kind of said that multiple times, mate. But anyway, if you actually, I suggest just turn up your volume so you can hear me say that. No filter here, man. I'm not here to rub everyone's backs. Like if you're chatting shit, I'll tell you you're chatting fucking shit. Remember when Fellaini joined late? Yes. Ashi, I'm gonna fucking Ashi. I knew it. Nothing comes out of Ashi's mouth is actually correct. So watch out for this guy, man. Watch out for. I wanted to see my heart rate actually when Ashi said, "Oh, Fabrizio Romano tweeted about Sancho." I bet my heart rate went right up. I had to give it a shot. Fair play, man. Fair play. Right, let's see what Alex Telles had to say about Manchester United transfers. I've read a bit of it around here. Let me see. There we go. So Telles is exactly what we are looking for. This is according to our boss, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. First and foremost, I welcome Alex Telles, Alex to United. He's a player we have been tracking for some time, and his performances over the past few years are exactly what we are looking for. He is a fighter and a winner, and will add real determination and competition to the squad. Alex has the qualities both as a player and as a person that we want here at Manchester United. This is what Alex Telles had to say about joining the club. To join a club with the prestige of Manchester United is a huge honor. You have to work hard to get to this moment in your career. And now I am coming to this club. I can promise that I will give everything in my heart to be a success here. I won many trophies at FC Porto and I want to continue that at United. The manager has a clear plan and direction for this team and I can't wait to pull on the famous shirt. Good words, the words as you'd expect for any new signings for the manager and the player to say. But I'm just glad that this is officially done and confirmed. We can move on from that for sure. Loads of pictures going around. Telles signing Fabrizio Romano saying, somebody inquired about him earlier on, a few hours ago, I think, in regards to Milan Skriniar. This is Fabrizio Romano coming out and saying about Milan Skriniar, deal between Inter and Tottenham is 100% off. Also, Tony Rudiger is not joining Spurs. So there you go. That's your confirmation with, what, 30 minutes roughly to go for the Italian transfer window to shut. So yeah. Do you think Sarr will be a good signing? Honestly, I have no idea. I have not watched him enough to make that judgment, and I'm not going to be the type of I am not the type of person to watch YouTube clips of players and make a judgment from there, because in terms of YouTube clips, if you put in Andres Pereira YouTube clips, for those of you watching new, you think that he's the next Iniesta. So to be honest with you, the only thing I can say is that he's got experience in the Premier League. He's fit and ready. He doesn't need a bit of embedding the culture and the country, and he'll do okay. I think we can't do any worse than Dan James. He can play on the right side, right? We cannot do anything worse than Dan James, right? Yes, Greenwood is there, but he cannot play 40-50 games a season. That's my shot on Sarr. I have not watched him enough, but at this moment I'll take Andres Pereira back. I didn't say that. Fucking I didn't say that. Okay, he's talking shit, but we have fallen so much, but good luck to tell us. Yes, we have fallen so much. I think the expectations are being lowered by the hierarchs. At United, the expectation is being lowered by the hierarchs. If anyone thinks otherwise, then you are deluded, or you're a new Manchester United fan who's been supporting the club in the last 5-6 years, who do not know the glory days of United, who do not know how United was run back when we were successful, when we were producing talent, getting results on the field as well as off the field. The attacking style of play, I'm gonna get to the coaching side of play a little bit. Yeah, that's my opinion. Don't at me. Breaking news: Neymar on plane to Man City. Probably Neymar will probably get injured, walking up the plane. Bibs, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Blackrock Rugby, welcome to the stream as well. We need a centre back. I think a few of people out there have echoed your same words in regards to a centre back. Let me know what centre back will make you. What realistic? I got a question for you guys. What realistic centre back? Realistic, I'm talking about realistic centre back that we can sign in the last minute that will make you happy and will improve the team. Realistic. And with that, I'm gonna be back in about a few minutes. Yeah, just give me a few minutes. I'll leave that thought and I'll catch you guys later on. Flashing image coming up. Let me. Oh, right. Let me see some of the comments. I just had a Ferrero Rocher. Love Ferrero Rocher. What's your guys' favorite chocolate? Don't say Mars. I should probably say Mars just to troll. Right, some of the comments. Let's see. We need centre back. Thanks for answering again, your knowledge. Thank you. No, you're welcome, Edward. I remember our deadly front three. I missed the Sparky Hughes. Mate, unfortunately, I'm not old enough to remember all that. I do apologise. I don't apologise. I wasn't even born. I should get my parents to apologise. Asian food cuisine. Okay. Good game menu with a heart and a sad face. I think we are all in the same boat slowly, unless something drastic happens. So I did ask the question, what would be the realistic transfer in terms of centre back for you guys, realistically, for United to sign now? I got a few answers, like Upamecano is one. I don't think that's realistic anymore, unfortunately. I do apologise. John Stones is a bit of a that's a bit of a thinker in terms of John Stones. Like, I have never thought of that. Where is he at the moment? Is he still injured? You know, well, City spent so much money on. But will John Stones complement Harry Maguire? Because let's face it, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is not going to drop Harry Maguire. Simple as that. Let's not kid ourselves here. Umtiti, that's a good shout. That I think with Barcelona, we should have done that. You know what? Screw your Dembele, right? You want to sign Memphis Depay? Okay, we want Umtiti. Then we'll take the loan or fee and use that money to sign Depay, because Barcelona cannot sign Depay without offloading someone. Hence why they Ousmane Dembele, and that's been confirmed by the manager as well, Ronald Koeman. That's actually the good shot, Umtiti. Just go for it. Okay. Yeah, missed those days in terms of Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo. Yeah, I remember that when that front three came out. Scholes in the midfield, Kino, Rio, Vidic. Don't make me emotional, man. Now, Jobby says, now look at ya. That's coming from an Arsenal fan, right? Last time Arsenal won the Premier League, right? See the platform some of you guys are watching from, which is YouTube and certainly Twitch. They didn't exist, mate. That's the last time Arsenal won the Premier League. Those platforms did not exist. In fact, I think Teletext was still running at that time. Just a heads up. Stephen Roland says United have signed defender Willy Kambwala from Sojao. Fee could rise to form, and just seen this. I mean, interesting one. Willy Kambwala. Let's. I've never heard of that transfer. Oh, there you go. Big shout out. There you go. Breaking news from our guy Steven. Thank you so much. It seems like it's official. Another signing for the under 18s. Oh, crap. So he's one for the future. Let's all have a look at him, right? Let's see where he's coming from. What's his stats and how old is he, or player profile, right? PK. Not sure about PK, mate. Nice defender, better than the tool Harry Maguire. How old is he? He's 16 years of age. He's definitely one for the future, it seems. There's nothing around him. Let me go back to his Twitter. It says Kambwala United Academy report. I am actually following him. Them actually. Let's go. Marcus Rashford at the age of 13. What a player. So he is apparently for the under 18 squad once his mandatory period of self-isolation is complete. No fee around yet, but we'll get some details as the minutes go by. But big shout out, thank you so much. That breaking news was happening 7 minutes ago. Crunchy, Robert, crunchy, chocolate, milky bar. Nah, mate. So nobody, dairy milk, good shout. I love dairy milk. But come on, crunchy Robert. Nah, mate. Nah, mate. It just sticks on your teeth and the caramel and whoever said John Stones slapped him, please. John Stones. Umtiti is probably the best answer there. I think Umtiti will certainly improve the squad, and there is, if United was clever with all the tens of thousands of right wingers we seem to be signing now, just go to Barca and say, you know what, fuck off, give us Umtiti, and you can have the money to buy your Memphis Depay. I will go for that. I will do that with Barca. The Italian transfer window closes very soon. Let me see if there's any updates. Okay, obviously you guys are going through my feed. I don't have nothing to hide. Just it's riddled with Manchester United stuff and also some gaming stuff and around everywhere. Pika said when they lost 8-2 he will leave. I don't think none of them are leaving. He did offer his resignation, but that's out of shame. Vamsi, thank you so much for joining the stream. Welcome, buddy. He says, if United buy a centre back today, who's your top 3 choices which we have a legit chance? I've asked that actually earlier than before. I did not think about Umtiti. I will go for Umtiti because Barca need the cash to buy the player that they need, which is a Memphis Depay. Why not spin it on them? Why are you trying to give us an injury-prone player like Dembele? Right? We can mess up the transfer. Either give us, just hold them to ransom. United need to have a bit of balls, right? Like, go back and say, give us Umtiti, right? And then we'll pay you the fee to get yourself a Memphis Depay, which you're so desperately in need of, rather than, okay, you know, we'll take Dembele because we need the right winger because we fucked up the Jadon Sancho transfer, right? Top 3, in terms of top 3, realistically, I don't see anyone. I mean, Umtiti is a good shout. That Diallo is not realistic enough for me in the transfer window, not anymore, not this year at the very least. I loved Ruben Diaz, but City ended up signing him. I'm a big fan of Ruben Diaz and Matthias de Ligt. But that's my realistic. That's it. I can't think of anything else. Umtiti. I think any good fit centre back coming in now will improve our centre back position. It's simple facts. Facts with a PH. Cellini, I think he's too old, man. He's too old. Will Man United end up in the Champions League? Edward says, I think we're going to get out of the group stage, but I don't think we're going to end up first in the group stage. I genuinely believe that we're going to end up second in the group stage. And I do think United to get to quarterfinals will be an achievement, given the shit show we've had so far in the season, given the shit show of the transfer window as well. I think if we get to quarterfinals with that squad, with the way that we play, will be an achievement. I think second round is the furthest we'll go. Yes, I'm not trying to be negative here, but I'm being quite realistic. But quarterfinals will be the one. I think that will make me happy, and I think that will make a lot of United fans who's probably got no expectation after today's window, right, happy as well. We may have maybe signed another teenager that could go straight into the first team. Who is it? It's not the Willie guy, is it? He's 16 years of age. I don't think he'll go into the first team. Let's go for some Twitter. Actually, let's go to Sky Sports. Any breaking transfer news in regards to United? Cavani is officially, as you can see, undergoing a medical at the moment at Manchester United. So again, we'll talk about it live when he signs and see what Solskjaer had to say and we'll see what he's saying. Get some pictures running and see how it is. So nothing new on that. In terms of BBC, let's refresh that. Telles signs a 4-year deal. You can see it there. D-Day transfer deadline. Nothing about United. A lot about Partey, Smalling's coming. You know, the thing with Smalling, right? It needs to happen in the next 14 minutes. because the Italian transfer window closes at 7 p.m. So there is a race against time. So otherwise Smalling is staying. What the fuck are United doing? He's a defender that doesn't want to be here. He's not going to make us stronger defensively. It's just going to be more of a hindrance, isn't it? And we're haggling with Roma to give us £2-3 million extra. But just sell him off, man. He wants to go. Why keep players that are unhappy at the club or who doesn't want to be here? Everyone's come out and confirmed it from Smalling camp and Roma's coaching management. They want Chris Smalling. And Chris Smalling has said that I want to stay at Roma. So why are you keeping a player against his will? That's the shit show that we have in terms of the hierarchs at the club. Let's go through that. Okay, this is some sort of stat. So Alex Telles is a better attacking fullback. You can see the red is Alex Telles. Luke Shaw, you can see, is barely anything on the discipline side and the game changer and the offensive side. Defensively is better than Alex Telles. So yeah, okay, we can deploy Luke Shaw in a 5-man back four if we're playing against a big team and want to defend or keep a clean sheet. Luke Shaw can come in, as is clearly, according to this stat, better defender than Alex Telles. But Alex Telles gotta start for me. 90% of the games, Alex Telles. With the numbers that we have, there's always a threat, right? With Luke Shaw, there is no threat going forward on that side, isn't it? Great Glazer and Woodward, no need trophy. He needs money. Yep, I agree with you, Hira. Thank you for joining in, by the way. For those of you that's watching on YouTube, I bid you welcome. Make sure you smash the like button. I do everything related to Manchester United, from transfer speculation to transfer shows to match previews, reviews, etc., etc. So yeah, just sub in if you like if you like that shit. Just sub in, man. I do streaming on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays on my Twitch. This is an exception on my channel on the YouTube side, by the way. I do a lot of streaming on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and it's all Football Manager, pretty much Football Manager. On my Twitch, the Twitch name is in the pinned comment section below the video that you're watching. Edward said Dybala is a good option for United. I think that boat sailed last year, and I think Sancho is this year's Dybala, right? It's gotta be this year's Dybala. Socrates is going on cheap, U4 says from Twitch. I haven't heard anything about that. Edward says sell Fred the flop. I think Fred has not lived up to Manchester United standards. Yes, he's had yes, Fred had a bit of a patch here and there that he's done really, really well on, but I don't think he actually lived up to anything at all, and he's getting shown up again. I did tweet long back, you know, my Twitter is Draco Evolve, by the way, that I don't see what Fred offers us in the midfield. Like, what does he actually offer? Like I'm being legit here. He seems to me he's like a glorified Andres Pereira, but what does he actually offer for us? Like, that has an impact on that midfield. That's a legitimate question, guys. That's a legitimate question. Your Haro went up to 200. What the hell? When did they go up to 100? Did they go up because I mentioned Fred or somebody mentioned Fred? I think with my heart rate goes up to sometimes 130 when I'm playing Football Manager, and I do manage Manchester United, guys. So I do that on Twitch. So if you want to see more of that, head over to Twitch from Wednesday. You'll see me, and I manage Manchester United and I make those signings, and it does go a bit heavy. It does get really bad at times, and I manage Manchester. I love Manchester United. Calvert-Lewin will be good, yes, but I think he's gone. He's gonna cost us a lot of money, especially the way that he started off. Steven says, are you live on Twitch as well? Yes. So I don't normally do this, Steven, and the rest of you guys. I don't normally do live streams on my YouTube channel. I do pre-recorded videos, but today is the transfer deadline day. I thought I'll do a live stream as well, but I do 2 live streams. Like, this scene here is also on Twitch, so I got a few people watching on Twitch and commenting on Twitch as well, as you guys probably will see it pop up on your screen, some Twitch comments. But predominantly I do all my live streams, my gaming live streams, well, Football Manager live streams, on Twitch. I haven't done it for 3 weeks now because we just had a baby, and I kind of spent a lot of time and getting used to that new journey, you can say, and I did put up a tweet that I'll be back from Monday, which is today, to do a live stream. I didn't expect to do, I was expecting just to do Football Manager live stream, but then I had a change of thought. I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna do a live stream on my Draco Evolve channel, my Manchester United channel, in regards to the transfer deadline. Let's have a bit of laugh. Let's have a talk about things. Let's have a look at some breaking news. And yeah, so I do Twitch stuff as well. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is my 5 p.m. GMT is my Twitch streams. I do a lot of Football Manager. I chat. I hang about. A lot of people come in. A lot of good people come in actually, with a lot of discussions and banter, etc., etc. And in the benefit I've seen with this type of stream is we've seen breaking news while I'm streaming, and that's the whole point of this stream for me, is to talk to you guys, get your thoughts, get everyone else's thoughts, see how it goes, as well as keep updating Twitter feeds, BBC feeds, and some of you guys have actually picked up some breaking news before I even picked up breaking news, and I should be the one picking up breaking news because the browser's right in front of me. But I do get carried away. We looked at some of the stats, we got some opinions on some players, and I guess that's the advantage of doing a live stream rather than a pre-recorded stream. Like, I could have done a pre-recorded stream, but I could be here a whole day. Like, as soon as a signing has been confirmed, I'll go and do a recorded video and upload it. It takes time, so just keep it on live stream, right? So yeah, Edward says Lozano is Lozano is on the right side. Is good. I think Federico Chiesa would have been good as well, but I believe Federico Chiesa, if reports were to be true, a few weeks ago he came out and said he came out and said he didn't want to leave Italy. He wants to stay at Italy. Although Federico Chiesa is another player that on the right side he's an absolute monster. Same with Lozano. Richarlison, another good signing. I don't think Everton will sell it. We're rivals with Everton. I hate to say it, but Everton probably looking at us and laughing. If we go in for Richarlison now, they will say, give us £100 million, then you can have him. Like, the way Everton have started, the way that they're playing is phenomenal, and credit to the coaching staff and the players. Right, let's have a look at some of the tweets, right? I'm just gonna go through my feed. I hope you guys can see it. Let me change the scene so you guys can see it better. So let me just put it up. So, Bossy FM is live. Go and check him out, guys. He was here earlier. So, 5 minutes ago, United District are saying breaking. MUFC and Barcelona are studying the possibility of a deal for Ousmane Dembele being done without a medical. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Signing Ousmane Dembele was worse enough, but signing him without a medical. What if he's injured? I bet you he's injured already. That stinks of desperation for United. Like, one of the... It doesn't fucking make sense, this. If it is true, it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna get fucking pissed off, actually. Ousmane Dembele is injury fucking prone, right? The fact that we are even in for him is infuriating. It makes my head boil as it is. To even consider signing him without a fucking medical. If it is true, it's bullshit. It's I have no words. I'm just smiling. No. Some people are saying Jadon Sancho is dead, guys. Don't hold your breath. I want to be proved wrong. I really do. But he's dead. Yeah, there you go. United reporter saying the same thing without a medical. Does the Spanish window close now? Like, does it close soon? I know Italian window is closing in 5 minutes, which will hang about as well and see any sort of last minute deals go through in clubs involving Italy, like Roma is a classic example. Saint Noel, thank you so much for joining in, buddy. He says, can we get an actual striker, not play Martial as striker, but prefer not Cavani? I don't think Martial is not a number 9. He's not an out and out number 9. I think he's a deep lying forward. He likes to drift wide. Cavani is an actual number 9, but he's 33. I don't think he'll be that type of player for us. I think with the striking position, I don't think we'll sign anyone. I think that's it. That's us done in the striking department. We got Martial and Cavani. Cavani kind of came up and kind of shot up that defense. I mean, that that forward line. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, true. I would love to sign an out-and-out striker, It's pure no-nonsense number 9, you know. This is what Alex Telles has tweeted, which I will end up following because Alex Telles is a Manchester United player. After 4 years, I say goodbye to this beautiful club. Since the very first moment, Porto felt like home. The club has played a huge part in my development as a player and a human being. I thank my family, teammates, and everyone. That's his latest tweet in regards to leaving, saying bye to FC Porto. Let's see, Manchester United. Yeah, that's the same news. A lot of people are reporting. A lot of people are reporting a potential deal to be completed without a medical. Fuck, you know. Let's see what any other. Alex Telles looking for left backs better than him in the Premier League. Big statement that. Big statement. Ousmane Dembele to Man is not off. Still negotiating. United. Okay. Mark Gobridge, fantastic person. Love it. Love his channel. Signing Dembele without medical is like eating a Big Mac when you know it's full of glass. Shit. Stephen Ronan says Ousmane Dembele is confirmed. Let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Fabrizio Romano, breaking news, guys. We'll get to Ousmane Dembele. Here we go. Chris Smalling to AS Roma. Here we go. Roma board have never considered the deal off. That I got up here about 3 seconds ago. Working about 3 months and now completed the agreement on last minutes of Italian transfer window. £15 million plus add-ons to MUFC. Paperwork done. So there you go. Here we go. Live. That's why I live stream about, guys. That's why I live stream about. Chris Smalling has officially moved to AS Roma literally 3 minutes before the window has shut for the Italian window. I'm seeing reports or quotes coming out that Ousmane Dembele has been confirmed, but Chris Smalling has been confirmed as an outgoing player to AS Roma. I don't see any sort of Dembele stuff coming up on Fabrizio Romano, but there we go. Chris Smalling to AS Roma is done. It's breaking everywhere. Let me just retweet that as well. Fabrizio Romano. What do you guys think about that sale? Chris Smalling leaving. We were just talking about him about a minute ago. About literally a minute to go. 1 minute to go in the Italian transfer window, and Chris Smalling is gone. Edison Cavani is also done. We'll go through that again. But I'm looking at Ousmane Dembele. So Duncan Castles, right? Thank you guys for the update. Agreed. For the Dembele, Duncan Castles is breaking the news that Ousmane Dembele is confirmed. Let me just refresh BBC Sports and see what's happening there. Okay, nothing. My neck on that's Telles. BBC has not updated just yet. Let me get rid of that. Where's Sky Sports at? Oh, this is Sky Sports. My bad. Shit, I just closed down BBC. Let me just get BBC Football. I got a lot of windows open now. It shouldn't be the case, but there we go. Maybe they're just slow. Chris Smalling is done. Alex Telles is done. No updates. I understand. Thank you for the follow, whoever followed Shadow Friend. I do understand. Where the Dembele news? Let's have a look, guys. Ousmane Dembele to Manchester, yeah. Latest news. Let's filter it. Right. Okay. This is. There is nothing being apart from Duncan Castles saying it, who I don't trust fully. Let me go to Duncan Castles. He's the one that seems to be breaking that news. Last 2 tweets in an hour. There we go. Ousmane Dembele negotiation. Dembele refusing to extend Barca contract to facilitate a single season loan. Solskjaer pushing Manchester United to buy. Barcelona now ready to sell for 60 million euros. That's a no-go. Test for Glazers. No, there is nothing from official sources as of yet, but we'll wait. It's not a problem. We'll wait. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Fabrizio legit just confirmed Cavani. Yep, we just went through that, buddy. Wish we had went in hard for Koulibaly hard as well. He would have made a lot of difference. Koulibaly is right up United's alley, what we need right now for the centre-back position. But we got idiots on the board, obviously. Can't see nothing on Dembele. Yeah, Sandeep, I agree with you. Can't see nothing official coming out on Dembele, but we'll stay live. We'll have a look. It's not a problem at all. We've got a few bits to discuss. Where's my Spotify gone? Where's the music? Is the playlist finished? There we go. Big shout out to Harry Seller for the playlist on Spotify. Copyright free, obviously. This is KPMUC says United needed 10-50 million pound to fund Jadon Sancho. We just sold Smalling for 50 million pound. Are we witnessing Ed masterclass? No. Although I would love it, but no. So breaking news, here you go. Chris Smalling to Roma, done. Cavani, United Stan are breaking it as well. We'll go for Cavani a bit as well. Stephen, thank you so much for the follow, Shadow Friend. Send article. If you guys can send an article over. I don't see it anywhere. I'm going through. I'm going to refresh Sky Sports for you guys and BBC as well. Let me just close these windows. It's just all over the place. It's Massa. There we go. Nice and clean. BBC has not reported anything. This is the latest. Just this Chris Smalling stuff. Sky Sports latest. Nothing on Ousmane Dembele. Just Guendouzi going to wherever he's going. I think Dembele, Ashraful, thank you so much for joining in. Pleasure to have you on board, buddy. Is it just stream delay, or is it just taking long to get chat? It's probably a stream delay because that's how it works in YouTube. You know, I think it's like a few seconds delay. I'm not sure how many seconds delay is it, buddy. There is a few seconds delay. That's how YouTube works. Unfortunately, that's why Twitch is the way to go when it comes to like on the ball sort of stream. So YouTube stream is slightly delayed. That's been the case. That's always been the case, unfortunately. Let me refresh Twitter. Actually, let me go to the forums of Red Cafe. They've got a lot of good things as well. Let me see what they're saying about Ousmane Dembele. Let's see. Sounds like a decent one to get rid of as well. No medical, the same thing we went through as well with the no medical bullshit. Banter FC is alive. A long day would have been a sudden. Okay, no medical. There's not been any. Let me go to the latest one. Let me go all the way down. Apparently, some journalists saying only wants Dembele and pushing. Would you do it? No, I don't see any Dembele stuff. Dembele stuff being confirmed aside from what we have read so far. We'll get the lowdown on Edison Cavani. Let's see Edison Cavani. Any pictures come up just like with Alex Telles. Obviously Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that. I'm going to retweet that. It's done, dusted. Let me know realistically, guys. Yeah, I want you guys to let me know right now. How many goals do you think Cavani will get us this season? I think is it going to be 10 plus, 10 to 20 goals? I think it's going to be around 10 to 20 goals, right? It looks like he won't be making it past the group stage, you think? Yeah, it does. I did say that I think we're going to make it past the group stage, but not beyond the second round in the Champions League. Well, it looks like you won't make... I'll say it comes up on stream like 2 minutes before you see it. Really? That's YouTube, mate. That's normally the case. Like, the text will come up, then I'll see it afterwards. 20 goals easily. Wow, Steven says 20 goals. That's clutch play. I mean, to get 20 goals, that'll be huge. Huge. Still trying to go. Duncan Castles, let's go through some of his tweets as well. He's a journalist. Let's see. His last tweet was, well, here we go. Here we go. In regards to Todibo, another defender I like actually. Close to joining Benfica on a season loan with a £20 million option to buy. That's cheap money. Understand that Barcelona had agreed to sell the French centre-back to Benfica for more than just that sum in June, only for a player to refuse the move. Nothing on breaking on Dembele, but it's just a matter of time in my opinion. Do get involved, guys. Let me know your thoughts on Edison Cavani. It does seem like Cavani is done, dusted. Chris Smalling is done. The Italian transfer window just closed. about 6 minutes ago, but we can still see some signings go through. In regards to the Italian transfer window, it's more to do with Chris Smalling in regards to Manchester United, right? There is no other. I mean, Andres Pereira is already gone a few days ago to Lazio. It's just any dealing for the Italian clubs from Manchester United was with Chris Smalling, so hence why we took a bit of a look at the Italian transfer window. And it does seem like it's confirmed that Chris Smalling to AS Roma. Here we go, done, sealed, delivered. Good luck, Chris Smalling. What do you guys think about Chris Smalling as a United player? You know, honestly, for me, I think Smalling was a decent defender. I think when Oli came in, he just couldn't guarantee him first team football, hence why he went out on loan. He was an experienced, decent defender. He was mainly paired up with Phil Jones, which didn't help. But he's not the worst of defenders we had. Would I keep Smalling at the club right now? No. I say get rid of him, you know. He's part of that deadwood, but not that deadwood like Andres Pereira, Jesse Lingard, Phil Jones. But he's a level above them. He still needs to go. I think he still needs to go. He's in the level of, say, I think Matic and Mata and Chris Smalling, that level. They're not completely deadwood. They have their uses for the club. Versus Jesse Lingard, Phil Jones, Andres Pereira. These are deadwoods, right? And Chris Smalling is gone, so it's not the haggling, the last minute deals. That's what we live for, guys. I just hope, my dream is to refresh the page in about a couple of hours time and see something about Jadon Sancho. Talking about Jadon Sancho, let's search Twitter for anything on Jadon Sancho. We haven't seen anything around Jadon Sancho as of yet. There is still hope, I guess. There is still hope, but nothing from credible sources or anyone with the blue ticks coming out and saying anything about Jadon Sancho. It does look like it's dead in the water. Someone saying Fabrizio Romano is 11:30. Should I go to bed or anything happen with our new number 7? My God, I will lose my shit. Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys, I'm sure, will be ecstatic to suddenly see Jadon Sancho being pulled off right at the end. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be Ousmane Dembele. I do think Ousmane Dembele. Laika, thank you so much for joining the stream. He says, or she says, 15 goals. Yeah, I'll be happy with 15 to 20 goals. Wow, you guys have high hopes for Edison Cavani. Very high hopes. I like it. Certainly will provide competition and respite for Anthony Martial, and he will bring something different to the number 9 position, right? Since joining Napoli them years ago, he's averaged 24 goals every season. I think the age factor and the Premier League is a different ball game. It's a bit different. Let me see. Let me go up. Mid-table stream striker scores 30 plus goals. Goals lies. The Cavani will intimidate defenders and bring challenge. I agree with the intimidation part. I think he's going to be a handful. And he will bring challenge. He will challenge the centre backs, especially when crosses are coming in. Alex Telles can drop a cross as well. We just need someone with a good header. Edison Cavani is the best in terms of attacking play. I think he will immediately become the best header in the club, and that's saying a lot. Rashford can't header as much as Edison Cavani. Anthony Martial and Greenwood, let's not even go to their heading abilities, right? I think we're going to be a threat from crosses now, finally, if Edison Cavani plays in the number 9 position. Respectable striker still, but I just have my doubts on him, he hasn't got a club for a long time, and that's my doubts. The reason my defense is shambles because attack can't hold ball. Football science. Yes, Dikna, I think not just attack, the midfield cannot hold ball. The ball retention in midfield. I would like to know the stats actually, if any of you guys can pull it out for me. The ball retention in our midfield is been poor. We just give away so many balls. Look at Paul Pogba. He's a prime example. Even Bruno Fernandes has been giving away a lot of balls. And that immediately puts pressure on an already demoralized defense. And that's what's happening with United. It's everything just buckling and everything just falling apart. And we've only played 3 games in the Premier League. Sad. Who do you think United will get by the end of the window? Ashraf says, I think my heart wants Jadon Sancho as much as you guys out there. I think it's gonna be Ousmane Dembele. I think we're gonna end up with Ousmane Dembele in the next few hours. I don't think, I highly doubt, although I highly doubt anything will happen. In regards to Jadon Sancho, everything's gone so quiet. It's like leading up to it, everyone was talking about Jadon Sancho, but suddenly it's gone so quiet. It could mean two things, right? It could mean the fact that we've actually pulled out and, you know, go away and gone, done, dusted, whatever you want to call it. Or it could mean that United are kind of hard locked in negotiations in the background with Dortmund. It could mean that. It actually, and in regards to Jadon Sancho, right, he's already in England as we speak. He was at his friend's party yesterday. He's in England not to sign for United, you know, just don't get it twisted. He was in England because England's playing in a week, in Thursday, I believe England's playing. So it's the international week, right? So he's already in England. He's going to join up with the England national team for training and into the match. But hypothetically, if Jadon Sancho bid gets accepted and it goes through, it's going to be easier for us to do his medical and get him to sign before the deadline, because he's already in England, he's already in London, and Manchester United's headquarters are in London in Mayfair, so it's so much easier. It's just a matter of submitting a bid to, if we have the money anymore, submitting the bid to Dortmund, them accepting it, and done. It's finished, because Jadon Sancho could be, he's in London, he could be Mayfair anytime within the next hour or half an hour, sign and finish. So it makes it easy. Logistically, it makes it easy to sign Jadon Sancho. That's the hope. That's the hope. But realistically, I think it's not going to be the case. I think it's too late. Everything's pretty much died down. There's no news coming out, latest news coming out in regards to Jadon Sancho at all. And it's dead and buried. I'm just going to quickly test whether my sync and everything is okay. So you're going to hear double voice for a second, but let me just check that quickly. It's good. Everything seems to be okay. Let's look at some of your comments. So to answer your question, Ashraf, that's my answer. My heart says Jadon Sancho, but my mind says Dembele. Math says Man United have Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup year in year out with West Brom, John O'Shea, Heinz, Mikkel Silvestre. So if attack is world class, defense can be mediocre. I agree with that. I think those days are pretty much gone, man. We've had a manager in Sir Alex Ferguson who's absolutely a genius, and he's always had coaches around him, his assistant manager being changed every few years to keep up with the game. He was just an immense manager, right? He was just immense, and we won the league with a midfield of, was it John O'Shea, Cleverly, and Anderson in the midfield? Like, come on, man. Unfortunately, those days are pretty much gone, and I think only those days will only come back if the Glazers decide to sell the club, get proper footballing people coming in, and start. That's my opinion, and that's the opinion of a lot of you guys out there. Matova Ivan Nelson, thank you so much for joining the stream. Thanks for the nice commentary. I'm glad you like my voice. I think I'm getting tired of my voice now. I've been live for about 3 hours, a bit over 3 hours. I can't see my timer actually. Long stream. Will Clark, thank you so much for joining into the stream. Does anyone know anything on Marega coming to the Premier League? Who is Marega? Steven says, breaking news, Callejon's completed move to Fiorentina. I believe we're going to see a lot of Italian move coming in now, because sorry, just going through someone. Because the transfer window just shut about 15 minutes ago for Italy, but we all know that things like that paperwork can still be done afterwards. You know, it takes a bit of a time and process, so we can still see some transfers coming in regards to the Italian transfer league. I'm just going through my timeline on Twitter and see anything pop up. Ben Godfrey, obviously, what got signed by Everton 10 hours ago. Again, classic example of the board supporting the manager. Deacon say Sancho has signed for Spurs, mate, you wish. But to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Cavani has tweeted a goodbye video. Excellent. Let me just see Cavani. I can't spell. Edison Cavani. There we go. Latest on Edison Cavani. What is his Twitter handle name? It just says Edison Cavani. Videos. That's his goals and highlights. You guys can have a quick look at that. Edison Cavani sent a farewell video to PSG ahead of his impending move to Manchester United. I'm not gonna play that, obviously. He has been keeping fit apparently. You know, that's October 4th. You can see. I've seen that video a few times actually. There's nothing on Edison Cavani. I don't see anything unless it's a bit delayed. Young Devil, thank you for joining in, buddy. How you doing? Hope you're well. At least Liverpool to bigger piss. No idea what you said there, man. Sarr has a positive chance of signing in January. Jones needs to leave. Speaking about Phil Jones, why the fuck is he still at the club? Like, why is he still at the club? Why is Phil Jones still at the club? Nobody, I'll tell you why, nobody wants him. Is that his farewell video? I think that's his farewell video. I assume he's not speaking English, is he? Yeah, so Phil Jones, like... no idea why is he still at the club. It's so strange. Nobody wants him. Simple as that. Let's have a look at this. What did Edison Cavani have to say? Edison Cavani has sent an emotional message to fans of his former club, Paris Saint-Germain, as he prepares to sign for Manchester United. United have completed the deal on deadline day, blah blah blah. What did he say? And the striker took onto Instagram to officially bid farewell to PSG, who left in the summer upon the expiry of his contract. He's now looking to pastures at New Old Trafford. Okay, so this is what he has to say. This is what Edison Cavani had to say for his goodbye. He says, "I know it's been a while since my departure, but sometimes it's better to leave a bit of time to pass," said Cavani. "It's better for the head and there is less risk of creating situations that are sometimes not true, but sometimes they're negative. I prefer to wait to talk. Thank you to the supporters who give me their heart. It is a love that grew over time with the supporters, which is important alongside sacrifices, work and results. That's why it's important to me." Did he say anything else? Oh, he did say, "All the nice moments we had spent together, even the not so nice moments which are part of life, that'll stay here in the heart. Thank you everyone. Thank you to everyone who worked in Paris, who did things with affection for me. That's what's important, and that'll stay in my head and body. Life continues." So that's his farewell speech to PSG. Edison Cavani, obviously, deal being confirmed, and I'm okay with it. To be frank, I think he's got a point to prove. We know that he didn't have the best of endings at at PSG. I think towards the end, he didn't like the fact that he was in the bench a lot of the time. He didn't like the fact that he was a bit part player, and hence why he never really renewed his contract. It's not PSG did offer him his contract to extend his contract, but he never renewed it because of that situation. Because he doesn't want to be a bench player, bench warmer, which begs the question: why is he coming to United? Because clearly Anthony Martial will be number 9. He's a starting number 9, Anthony Martial. So is Cavani gonna come in? And he was unhappy when PSG being a bench warmer. He's most likely going to be in the bench at United a lot of the times. I don't see him starting all the game or the first team striker when Anthony Martial is fit and firing on all cylinders. So it begs the question: that is it about money? I think it's about money. It's coming in with the money. He's been out of contract. Nobody signed him up for the last God knows how many months. United's come in. Here's 10 million euros to the agent. Here's 150k plus for you. Yes or no? Yes. Done. That's why I think. I could be proved wrong. I think he's gonna be the type of player who's not gonna lazy around. I think he's gonna give it his all when he's on, but he won't give a shit if it's not in the starting lineup. And that goes against the philosophy that Ollie's trying to build. We've heard about these youngsters and building for the future, etc. This goes so against what apparently Ollie's vision is. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me go through some of the chats. I'm doing fine, mate. How about you? I'm doing okay, mate. Just I'm doing a surprise sort of long stream in regards to transfer deadline day. You know, United, and going through breaking news. Some breaking news we broke actually while we were live, which was nice. You know. So yeah, hope you're well, mate. I assume you're a United fan, judging by the name. Henry, welcome to the stream. Henry says, should I keep my hopes on Sancho? Yes, keep your hopes on Sancho, but have a tissue ready, because probably we're all gonna cry at some point. Come midnight, we're all gonna cry. Cry not of joy, but because we didn't sign Sancho. Just a heads up. You missed Cavani at the top of the video types. Oh yeah, I just saw it. I'm not sure if he was speaking in English. Was he speaking in English? If he is speaking English, I can play in the background for you guys if you guys want, as I won't understand anything really. Media. There we go. Let me switch off the music. He's not speaking English, guys. I can't understand him, so I'm not going to play that at all, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. What's his English like? Can he speak English? Let me go some more chats before we refresh the pages on transfers. Abdus Samad, what's happening? Pleasure for you to join in. How you been? The German transfer window shut at 5 PM time. United could still sign English star, but with Dortmund unable to sign a replacement, the deal is dead in the water. That's from Daily Express. It looks like we've done that a few hours ago. We talked about it. We touched upon it as well. In regards to Jadon Sancho, it does look like it's going to be a no-go. We had the Italian transfer window shut about 23 minutes ago. We were live for that. But however, some of the paperwork does go through towards the end. We've seen it before, like some deals was made, done, dusted, but it was announced the day after or a few hours after, so it doesn't look good, but you never know. I wouldn't hold my head up, hopes high, sorry. Cavani a good signing or a bad signing? What's your at the moment, Jemba will be a good signing. But anyway, in all seriousness, he will provide bit of quality up top, because it's either him or Igalo, and we've seen what a shit show Igalo is, right? At least with him, he's proven, right? Now whether he scores 10 goals, 20 goals, 30 goals is up for debate, but at least him playing from the bench, not a starting lineup. I don't want him to see him in the starting 11 that much, because he will not offer us beyond one season. But to see Cavani come off the bench first season, Igalo coming off the bench, I'll feel a bit more comfortable. Because say we're chasing one goal and there's 10 minutes to go and you see Igalo come on, they're like, fuck this shit, man. It's not gonna work. You see Cavani come on, it's like, hang on. He might be able to do it. But Igalo would be like, nah. So that's my thoughts on Cavani. I still think it's a panic buy. It is a panic buy. Otherwise, if you really wanted him and needed Cavani, right? He was a free agent for months. United would have done that deal long back. Not in the transfer deadline day, because I think they fucked up Jadon Sancho. They absolutely fucked up Jadon Sancho's transfer, and it's just, let's sign all these players. Edward was probably just googled things like best free agents to sign, and then filtered it by goals scored. And oh look, Cavani's popped up. You know, he's scored that many goals. Let's sign him. You know, he doesn't know anything about Cavani. I guarantee he doesn't fucking know anything. None of this United board will know anything about this guy. They just filtered the top signing and okay, he's got most goals, I'm gonna sign him, and just to appease the fan. It was a bit backfired. Fans were not happy because they were still screaming for Jadon Sancho. But he's official now, he's here now, so it's not fair on the player. It's not his fault. So let's give him a chance, let's give him the support. But the finger should be pointed at the board. And then if Oli ends up saying long-term philosophy, I want to see what actually Oli says about him, about the transfer. I'm waiting for that actually. I'm going to point the finger at him if he's end up saying, oh, we always wanted him, you know, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. At least he's a great player to sub in late game. Saint, exactly the same things I've said. Shreyas, thank you so much for joining the stream. He says, who all in and all out from the club? Confirmed. I mean, confirmed transfers are in Cavani, Alex Telles, some guy called Willie who's 16 years of age. These are the 3 confirmed, signed, dusted players, right? Obviously Donny van de Beek being another one. Confirmed out is Smalling. Chris Smalling so far is confirmed out. There are reports coming out that Sergio Romero potentially will be out as well. Who else will be out? Obviously Andres Pereira's gone, Chris Smalling's gone. And that's it. That's all the outgoings. But and oh sorry, Ahmad Traore, who'll join us. He's an 18 years of age, who's cost us nearly 30 million euros. He'll join us in January. Those are the confirmed in. So about 4 players confirmed. Still waiting news. Any Jadon Sancho news? I think that's dead in the water. So these are the ones that is confirmed. There's rumors going around that Ismail Sarr is another option for the right wing position. Dembele is the one that is being mentioned a lot recently, but those are not confirmed yet. Nor any sort of credible sources coming out saying Jadon Sancho or Ousmane Dembele here and go. So that's the latest update so far on the Manchester United transfer news and breaking news and all the speculation. I'm going to be back in 5 minutes, guys. Hang around and we'll discuss more about it. Right, sorry, I'm back. See some of the chat. Vision ALX, thank you so much for joining the stream on Twitch. Really appreciate that. He says, what would you think if United don't sign anyone else? I'll be very pissed off. I think a lot of people will be pissed off. There'll be a lot of backlash, and rightly so. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Steven says, more Telles news on Twitter. Let me just refresh Twitter. I'm just refreshing everything. Go through it. So My Nine News, the man, are confirming 11 seconds ago Dan James is going nowhere. He was rumored to be going somewhere. Leeds were interested in signing him, you can say, but let me just get my chair in actually. Leeds were interested in signing him, but apparently nothing's happening on that front, according to them. I won't read out the whole article obviously yet. So there you go. Smalling is gone. So Porto 50 million plus 2 million add-ons, 70 million euros. Some are saying that Jamie Jackson's reporting that, or so wrong as Ousmane Dembele deal is off. Fuck, you know. Okay, so this guy, I don't know how reliable he is. He's saying that it's not over. MUFC are now actually thinking about buying Dembele. Buying, how much is that? Is that a reported fee of what, 60 million euros? 60 million euros for Dembele. It's just so bullshit. So many bullshit, man. The Duncan Castles confirming things around Alex Telles. That's that twat in there. Porto confirming departure of Alex Telles. A lot of reports, various reports are coming out saying Dembele is not happening. Thomas Partey, oh my god, he's such a signing for Arsenal. Well done to Arsenal. Any Arsenal fans in there? Any Arsenal fans in the chat? Let's look at the United Zone, what they're saying. So that's Alex Telles is official press release, obviously from Porto. The documents for Chris Smalling were filed 4 minutes before the deadline, according to them. Jesus Christ. So they're already reporting Jamie Jackson as well. The deal is not happening at all. Dembele, which means who's our right winger? Who's coming in? Who's actually gonna come in? Is it Jadon Sancho? Is it nobody? 30.6 million pound up front. Smalling fee could rise to 18.1 million. 21 minutes ago, same thing as reporting that Dembele is still could happen by tonight. But that's it, guys. Let me just have a look around the breaking news. That's BBC. Let's refresh BBC, see what's happening. And I'm gonna pretty much end the stream here, guys. After this, done almost 4 hours worth it. I'll be live and kicking on Twitter, so do follow me on Twitter at DracoEvolve. I won't be going live again today. I just feel draining my energy now. I've never done a long live stream of this. However, any sort of breaking news popping up, obviously I'll be live and about in Twitter. I'll probably do a lot more live streams. Thank you so much to everyone that's joined in so far, and a lot of good interactions with everyone, a lot of good thoughts, analogies, whatever you want to call it. I'll be back live on my Twitch channel on this coming Wednesday. Hopefully my Football Manager is sorted. I will be doing a transfer review video as well tomorrow, depending on, we got about just over 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, just over 3 hours left till the transfer window shuts for UK, for English football clubs. German transfer window shut at 5 PM. Italians have shut this transfer window at 7 PM UK time, that is. So it's pretty much what we have is what we're dealing with at the moment. To recap, for those of you that's watching, to recap the whole thing, United confirming the signing of Telles and Cavani, Alex Telles and Amad Traore. That's pretty much done and dusted. Outgoings are Chris Smalling. Rumored incomings: Ismail Sarr, Dembele looks like one, but then again rumored outgoings to be, well, not Dan James anymore, but obviously Chris Smalling is the one that went out, but there's no outgoing, it seems, rumored. But all of, like you guys, I'm a fan, so I'll keep an eye on all the breaking news, much like you guys. Stephen, thank you so much for your contributions. I can't name everyone, but a lot of you guys, thank you so much for making this stream my first ever stream on the transfer breaking news. Is, you know, deadline day has been such fun, and I'll probably will do a lot more of that, but let's see how it works out. But do follow me on my socials. If you haven't subscribed, do sub into me at DracoEvolve if you're watching from YouTube. If you're Twitch, Draco96, the pinned channel is on the pinned comment section. As you can see, I'm getting tired now and mumbling words at the moment, and I don't want to be the guy that just sits around for the sake of sitting around. And you know, if I'm being tired, you guys will see that I'm tired, and it's not going to be fair on you guys. But really appreciate everyone joining in. Again, follow me on Twitter at DracoEvolve, and I hope to chat to you guys soon as well. And as always, guys, as I always say at the end of all my videos, stay firefighting.